Okay, let's turn on a camera here. Hi, I'm the Space Quest Historian, and welcome back to another Sunday stream. We are playing Lamplight City. I'm just going to see if my face cam is all good. Just gonna adjust slightly because this thing was all over the room today. I had fun this afternoon recording a new YAR video, which which will be up tomorrow. I think we're kind of in agreement that it's gonna go live tomorrow. I was kind of debating whether it should go live on Friday or tomorrow, and if everyone's happy with how it looks, then tomorrow is the day indeed. I see there's some confusion in the chat with regards to my ability to have babies or not. I really don't know what to say here. I can't. I don't have a uterus. I'm sorry. But those are the breaks biology gives you. Anyway, enough rambling about me and my existential crisis. Joining me in the voice chat today is a man who is existential crisis embodied. It is Mr. Grundislav himself, Francisco Gonzalez. How are you doing? It's good, sir.
Well, that's a hell of an introduction, if ever there was one. I can't aspire to anything better than that. Hello, I'm fine. I'm having an existential crisis.
I'm so glad or sorry to hear that. I'm not entirely sure which. No, I'm just kidding. That's kind of becoming a running joke, isn't it?
I guess.
Anyway,
we'll run with it.
So glad to have you back, sir. Since I'm playing your game, I will try to be nice for it for the next 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, that's fine. After I leave, you can just bash it all you want.
Okay.
I don't care.
Cool. And joining me.
Bash it after everyone's bought it.
Oh yeah. Please buy the game. I mean, it is good and well deserving of a kind-hearted bashing. No, wait, no, that came out wrong. No, that's weird. Sorry. But joining me in said kind-hearted bashing is my good friend Gemini. How are you doing?
Oh,
okay. I'll take that as I'm fine, thank you.
I'm not having an existential crisis, but I am having lunch.
Cool.
So,
Awesome.
that's close,
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, bon appetit. I don't know how to say that in Japanese.
Neither do I.
Cool. So let's get straight into it. There was some talk in the chat just before we started about if I'm gonna sell out, if there's gonna be a join or subscribe button on my YouTube channel, and I don't think so. I don't think, because I've never actually gotten a payout on YouTube, so I don't think they want me. Any
I don't
money.
think they want anybody these days.
No, they really don't. But any money, and I mean any money I've ever gotten off doing what I do here, playing games, whether it be live streams or edited videos or whatever. Only money I've ever gotten out of it is through Patreon. So if you do want to support me, and if you do, you might even join Gemini and Grundislav in the voice chat, because that's an added perk. I say perk, but anyway, go to patreon.com/SpaceQuestHistorian. That's where you can do that. All right. Excited to, that is the tiniest load button I've ever seen. Look at that. Look how tiny and cute it is. Oh well. Happily moving on with Lamplight City. I'm going to do my best to actually pay attention to what's happening. We are onto case 2. We have not actually received word about case 2 yet. We've had a chat with our lovely wife about things. I don't know. She was talking. I pretended to be paying attention, and I assume we're supposed to.
Where are you going? You don't have anywhere to be just yet.
I'm sorry, game. I guess I'll just talk to her some more.
Let her be for now. You've got your own.
Okay, I will not do that. Okay, 2 out of 3. Let's see what else I can fuck up.
You remember how much time?
Maybe we need to go to bed.
Maybe. Let's see if, because the last 2 games I've played.
Who could that be at this time of night?
Oh, wait, I was gonna say, the last 2 games I've played, the protagonist doesn't even take off their clothes to go to bed.
Priorities in order. Go on then. Get that bottle of rat piss out of your nightstand and let's get this over with.
We need drugs. We need drugs. Give us drugs.
I'm going to connect to you via Parsec so I can see this in real time.
Okay. Betraying your convictions, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it worked well with Gemini yesterday, so I'm willing to give it a better shot. Whoa.
Jeez! Echo! Echo!
Tastes like the devil's sweat.
Jesus!
Stop taking.
Yeah. That was interesting.
What happened? Oh god!
Headphones, man! Headphones!
Bill, now is not.
Miles, could you come back?
Yeah, you know what? Just gonna pause the game while we figure this out.
Is that better? No.
Yes. Is
Well, yes.
It's
I hear myself.
That's terrible. That might actually be Parsec.
It might be.
I mean, your computer is no longer possessed, so it's an improvement.
Yeah,
Back out here, please?
Ooh, that's
Right
really...
there, dearest.
So is the game loop feedbacking on you?
No, but I am, and Gemini is.
Oh dear. Is that because you got the stream open in a window somewhere?
No, I muted the stream.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
I can hear my audio coming out of Parsec.
Oh shit. That's right. There's an
you need
option.
to
Yeah.
turn the volume mixer down.
Actually, yeah, you can just go into your Windows volume mixer and just kill Parsec's audio. That should solve your problem.
Right.
Oh. I'm starting to see why you hate Parsec.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the concept of it, but is that better?
Yeah, I don't hear Parsec anymore.
Good.
Whew. Alright. That was
fun.
scary.
Oh. I was gonna say it's a pity then you won't be able to hear the voice acting, but I think you've
I've
heard.
heard it a
the door.
billion times.
A late
It's fine.
night courier. You've got a message from Upton.
Ooh. We've got messages. That is a very concise message. This case makes the last one look simple. Oh, good.
Oh, we're screwed.
Yeah. Meet me at Ruin ASAP. It's urgent. Cupton.
Blue Cupton.
Blue Cupton Tools.
Seems this case is rather urgent.
That's kind of what she said, yes.
But didn't you just take your soporific? Are you going to be all right to go?
Yeah, it's not gonna be good to drive.
Should be plenty of time.
All right, I'm going to bed then. Good luck, dear.
Good night, Addie.
I'm off to fight crime, dear. Well, I guess we are. Off we scoot. Does someone in the chat ask who Grundislav is? Because I'm not gonna. I mean, that's perfectly fine. Of course, he's only the person who's participated in my channel almost as much as Gemini has.
Oh no, not. I haven't participated nearly that long.
I think it might be a tie, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Although I will say Grundislav has suffered more because we did that whole you laugh you lose thing, and he had to watch me play Gabriel Knight. I guess technically forcing you to play the Seventh Guest puzzles, Gemini, was also a bit in the suffering department, but
Fair point.
yeah, it's a tie.
Hello, Upton.
Hello.
Glad you came, Fordham. Sorry for disturbing you.
Does she never go home? Does she change her dress? Does she live here?
She hangs out here during the first two cases. She'll change locations afterwards.
And the next 3 cases, she'll be standing by the fly-infested table. Perhaps.
No, we never come. We won't be coming back here.
Oh.
Spoilers.
Oh,
It
okay.
explodes. You see.
Cool.
Yeah, are you actually gonna pull a broken sword on us?
No, it's not really gonna explode.
I never did trust the look of that machine back there.
No, me neither. Jesus. All right. Well, shouldn't a respectable young lady like you be in bed by now? Wink, wink.
Shouldn't a respectable young lady like you be in bed by now?
Only if you want to add boring to your list of adjectives.
So, what do you got for me?
That's not coffee she's drinking, is it?
Leon, a report came in tonight just before my shift ended. The family wants to keep the investigation very low key.
Yes. If there's one thing we do good, it's low key.
Making false ransom claims.
You take these people's baby!
You investigate. Head over to 45 Belcourt Street. That's the home of Malcolm and Miriam.
Okay, I gotta remember this. Malcolm and Miriam. Malcolm and Miriam. Mickey and Mouse. Oh, fuck, I lost it. Okay. Oh boy, I get to talk to rich people. Wait. We should probably get some plot dump going. Harris.
Harris, as in Harris Construction Company?
The very same. Owned by Malcolm's
Yes,
father, no
there
less.
are only
Now
3
you
people
see,
in the known world named
it's the
Harris.
public eye.
Indeed. If they manage to get a new transatlantic airship off the ground, it'll be an aura mine. I can see why they'd make
Oh, what now? What's
Gold.
an aura mine? Is that gold?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a fancy steampunky way of saying gold.
oh. Well, you learn something new every day. I'm gonna pick the top one. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Don't worry, Upton. I'll get the kid back before you can say hot toddy.
Hot toddy.
Damn, she did
I
it.
think you're losing your touch, Fordham.
I
Damn.
think you've lost your joke book. Try some new material for a change.
Ooh.
Right.
Okay, I was
Work on your
gonna say I called that one,
Things out.
but then you did the old
I'll be here all
switcheroo
day
on
tomorrow
me.
as well. So feel free to stop by.
Are you really? She sleeps under the table, doesn't she? Okay, well, let's go talk to rich people.
She's just really, really rubbing it in the face of the people that own this place that she's in here.
Oh, nice icon. It's just a pacifier.
Let me tell you, coming up with representative map icons is really difficult.
Mr. Miles Fordham is here to see you, sir.
Is that Abe?
Mr. Havelock, send
No,
Yes, sir.
no, that's one of our engineers, Ronnie, who we rented the studio from. He works for Avalanche.
Good
He
evening to you, sir.
was
Good
very
evening, Mr.
excited to
Fordham.
do some
I'm
voice
Malcolm
acting.
Harris.
Oh,
He's got a
I'm
great
terribly
voice. You
sorry
should
to
do
hear
more
about
of
what's
it.
happening.
yeah, he does.
Thank you, Mr. Fordham. You were very highly recommended by Miss Upton. She said you'd be able to solve this faster and more discreetly than the police.
I am.
That's
pretty-
me!
Rather
Discreet!
an
Yep.
Let's do this!
I understand. I'll do all I can to find the kidnapper. And bring
And
the
nobody
story
gonna know I'm here!
forward.
If you'd like to examine the nursery, it's just through that door to the left.
Is this
I'll
dude
ask you to please try
so
and keep quiet as
rich
much
and
as
up
you
himself
can.
that he's faking an English accent, or
Yes, of course.
is it supposed to be an English accent?
I mean, I asked the actor. I knew that I didn't have any actors with authentic British accents, so if there were like more uppity
It's nice
people,
to
I was
see
like,
the tea is
try and
still
do a
serving.
British accent. And it's sort of a neo-British accent.
Yeah, let's go with neo-British accent. That sounds good.
Actually, the guy playing Malcolm Harris is Andy Schmelko, who you might recognize as Alfie Banks from A Golden Wake, and
Oh.
some roles in Shardlight and other Wadget Eye games.
Oh. What was he in Shardlight?
What was he in Shardlight? That's a good question. He was the receptionist in the Ministry of Medicine when you walk in. He's like the mole guy that's
I'm
like,
sure
hey,
no
you need
location
clothes.
Harris-
You can't walk in here dressed like that.
Oh, I
I
forgot about that one.
The Harris family
yeah, I'm
certainly
trying
has
to.
a
I
I wonder if they used the
major
balcony
roles
to
in
give
Shardlight. I feel like he did. Hang on, he wasn't anybody in the square. Who did he play in Shardlight? I remember he didn't have very big roles in Shardlight, but he wasn't.
Well, that's a pity
Well, now I
because
feel like a dick.
by God, he is knocking that neo-British accent out of the park. Well,
He
now.
plays a couple of other characters in this game, and he gets to do some other fun accents, but not British. That's the only British one.
Ooh, hey, wait a minute. Do these have to spell out "get boy Tad"? Because if that's the case, I'm uninstalling this fucking game.
What do you think I am?
I don't know.
Interesting. This fabric looks as though it came from a garment of some kind.
Aha! The kidnapper was wearing clothes.
There's a small emblem sewn onto
that
the
narrows it
side of
down.
this piece of fabric. It just says SS.
Somebody's initials, maybe?
Well, it clearly wasn't me.
Be careful not to cut yourself, Miles. I don't think the Harris family has ever seen blood that...
I like the snark that's gone into this.
Probably won't be another year or so before the child gets any practical
That's
use
good,
out of those
because,
blocks beyond putting them in his mouth.
I've come to learn that a lot of people either love Bill or hate Bill, and that kind of influences your enjoyment of the overall game.
Well, I'm firmly in the love camp. I love his accent and I love his snark.
Well, good.
Look, you can see the balcony extends all the way around the side of the manor.
I mean,
That
honestly,
makes it rather
the-
easy for someone to access
the role
this window
would
from the
probably
inside.
not have worked if it was this
What was
chipper
smashed
sort of
glass,
voice.
though?
It needed to be that.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, you'll forgive me for not recognizing the area of New York that he's from, but
Oh.
he does have that
Oh,
distinct New York accent, which is fantastic.
Wonderful.
yeah,
The
I don't
soporific
know.
has started working. Well done, Fordham. Now how are you supposed to... What's the word I'm looking for?
Investigate?
Interrogate? I just had it on the tip of my tongue.
Oh, he's...
Perhaps it's time.
Oh, that's
Call it a night.
lovely. Lovely bit of voice modulation going on there. Weird.
Yeah, I had fun with that. I did it with the music too.
Yeah, I can tell.
I
Oh.
don't know what to say to that.
Oh, so you had to double up the lines for every object in this room, because once the mood shifts, then it's all new Luke messages for everything, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Double your work, double your pleasure.
So peaceful.
Actually,
so
I'll give you a
quiet,
behind the scenes
so
cheat.
comfortable.
I had a function called Sleepy Bill, which when you run the function, it calls 5 random messages. So it's not like I coded a specific message for
So
each
peaceful.
thing. It's just
That's
when you look
interesting.
at it in this mode, you'll get
That's
one of
interesting.
5 random messages when you look at anything. So
Okay, but still, I
it
applaud.
seemed like a lot more work than it actually was.
I
You're gonna get a custom one if you try talking to Malcolm Harris again, though.
Let's do that.
Go talking now. He'll know it's all wrong.
And I like how
But,
this cements the fact that he is a voice in your head, because once you go loopy, he goes loopy.
Yeah. Andy Schmelko also played the butler in Shardlight, the butler to the rich guy in the house whose house you have to sneak into. So he had 2 very small roles in that game. But
Hmm.
I was
Well,
he has
Harris,
4 pretty big roles in this one
I've done
song.
all I can
For
for
right now.
Well, I had the biggest, most important role.
Anything?
Yes.
In
I
Shardlight, yes.
believe
Oh,
I
yeah.
have some leads.
I mean, that's how you sold it to me.
Most important thing to do in cases like this
Is
Oh god, this
wait to
sounds,
hear from the kid.
sounds like one of those old tape recorders that have all, you know,
Tomorrow morning.
where the motor's all fucked up.
and ask you and your
Tapes all
wife some
warped to hell.
questions. Once you've had time to calm down.
You know, you're supposed to make a quiet exit. Why are you still talking?
Well, I'll need it.
Jesus.
I mean, don't you do that when you're drunk and you're trying to convince someone you're not? You're just like, yeah, no, I'm not drunk. What are you talking about? I'm fine. I'm just gonna walk over here. Maybe it's just me.
Nah, that's me as well. I think Gemini actually
Wake up.
has
It's
heard that.
nearly noon.
It's
that-
like you have to be like maintain.
So it is.
He is come off as quickly as possible. I had to.
Why didn't you come to bed when you got
Well,
home
let
last
this
night?
play out, and
It
then
was
I'll tell you a
late.
funny
I
story.
didn't want to disturb you.
I like
So
funny
what was
stories.
so urgent about the case Upton sent you?
I'm trying to track a kidnapped child.
Oh my goodness. That's awful.
Yes, the pressure's on. I think I should be able to crack it.
Yes.
Assuming you
But
actually
once I get to my bat cave, everything will be all right. Put on my mask,
Let
things will
me
be
know if
great.
there's anything I can do to help. Also, we've got company. Mrs. Delacroix
Oh,
having her hair done
good.
today, so please make yourself presentable.
Does that mean I have to comb my hair?
At least do something about your hair. I do have a reputation to maintain after all.
I didn't know she was going to say that.
What's wrong with my hair?
Do you really want me to answer that? We'll be here all day.
I recently had to call a bank on behalf of my mother, who was having some trouble overseas with a credit card. But I'd also just taken some edibles, and so I was very high, and so I had to call the bank and be like, "Yes, I'm perfectly functional. Please help me."
I don't believe we've met.
Nice.
Oh, that is
Delacroix, this is her
fantastic.
husband, Miles.
Yeah,
Miles, this is
yeah.
Mrs. Delacroix.
Pleasure to meet you.
I'll tell you that story in more detail at Adventure X
Likewise,
Trolls.
young man.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it.
Is everything all right, Mrs. Delacroix?
Oh, yes.
I think she's high too.
It's just that
No,
You're a
she's
witch.
you weren't
racist.
what I was expecting.
Keep your head, Miles. She may be a closed-minded idiot, but she's just an old lady.
It's not good to be racist when the person working on you has a pair of sharp scissors. But then again, you kind of have it coming, I guess. Oh, I mean, incidentally, for those of you just tuning in, we are in fact deliberately trying to be very crap at this game. I know that's just covering over the fact that I am crap at these games, but Francisco has lovingly and painstakingly made the game so that you can fuck up and still get through it. There's no dead end, Walking Dead, game over scenario. Oops, you fucked up, now you can't continue. Please start again kind of thing. You can fuck up, and that is what we'll do. But not just in the cases. In our relationships as well. Yes. So, I'm gonna go with this one. What do you think, Jem? Yeah.
Are all your clients quite this rude, Adelaide?
I beg your pardon?
Fuck you, lady!
Now then, Mrs. Delacroix, what was it that you were telling me about Mr. Delacroix and his dogs?
Oh, yes. So, Harold came in.
When they die, he likes to masturbate over them.
Oh!
Expecting a repeat of the Parsons incident. You should give Adelaide
Well,
a kiss on the
that's an in
Just
joke.
feel bad.
That was a callback, wasn't it?
I
Maybe.
approve.
Go check out Gemini's channel. There's masturbating dogs all over it. No, wait.
If you want to read the newspaper real quick, you can get a little summary of what you did in the last case in one of the articles there.
Oh,
right
nice.
there on the left.
Also reported dead, protests, sabotage. Okay, so this one. Oh, and I would assume these change depending on how fucked up you were. The accused, Albert Martin, was denied trial and sentenced to death by hanging. We did that.
What?
Oh, dang. The Dupre family is said to be recovering. The matriarch of the Dupre family is said to be reclining.
Oh dear.
I am, however, gonna give her a smooch if I can.
Addie?
Not right now, Miles. I'm busy.
Oh.
Talk once I finish with Mrs. Delacroix.
Oh, we stuffed this one up. Luckily...
No, you'll get the option to smooch her when you leave.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, luckily, she's not gonna get up and punch us in the face because the table is firmly planted on top of her feet.
It's true.
I can't make decisions on my own. I want to give her a smooch just to rub it in Race's bitch's face, but what do you guys think?
Give her a smooch. I like doing the animation. I like doing the rotoscoping for it.
Right. Well, in that case, can't argue with that.
Goodbye, dearest.
Aww.
I look forward to your return, my
Is this
love.
one of those things where you had to smooch yourself?
No, I actually enlisted my girlfriend to do this one.
Aww. Well, that kills every joke I had. Do they eat?
I mean, yes, I did smooch myself. It was wonderful.
Best kiss I ever had. Lucy Vonnig asks in the chat, do they eat off that table as well? I would imagine she dusts it off after she's done.
Yes. Yeah, she
Remind
has
me, Miles,
she has
how was
a
finding some rich
steam-powered
people's kidnapped
vacuum
baby
cleaner.
going to help us track down the
She
flower
uses.
shop burglar?
How does this help us find the person who totally murdered our partner? It wasn't us. Shut up. I don't know. Maybe it won't. I'm actually not that interested in helping you, dude.
I have no idea. Maybe it won't, but this needs to be done.
Very noble of you, Miles. If I didn't know better, I'd say you were purposefully stalling.
Don't be
What?
ridiculous.
No, what gave you
I will
that?
find the man as
What
much as
gave
you
it away?
know that.
Right. Well, if you plan on solving this case, you'll need your full wits about you.
Probably shouldn't have had that scotch for breakfast. Okay. And I think we were on some sort of path of just pissing off the voice in our head as much as possible as well.
Pissing off everybody as much as possible, really.
Yeah. So,
Again, with the nagging. What is it this time?
You need to stop taking the soporific.
you keep saying that.
Adelaide has been trying to get you to stop for months, and Upton already suspects something is amiss.
Yeah, but it's really, really fun.
Trust me, no one is going to want to hire the duller detective.
It's actually not a bad name for a game.
Did you come up with that one all by yourself?
What are you going to do when the cases stop coming in?
Take more.
Or
What do you
put
think?
away in Riverview,
Might start a prog rock
It'll
band.
be your fault.
which is exactly why you need to get back to your normal routine so you can find the burglar.
Ah, you're shouting inside my head. Jesus. Fine, oh, damn it. Damn it. There's no shut the fuck up, I'll do what I want, Mom. Which one is the worst one? The absolute worst one. Doesn't mean we'll find the burglar tomorrow. Yeah, sort of a...
I mean, the first one is kind of a threat. But
If you keep me awake at night, I'll dig out my own ears?
Sure. Well, let's go with that.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right. I mean, we've got the creator in the house. We might as well trust his ill-advised judgment.
All right, fine. I'll stop. But if you keep me awake at night, so help me.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll find a way to cope. You were always good at that.
Yes, but that's why I started taking drugs.
Glad that's settled then. I knew you'd see things my way eventually.
It's not as though you gave me much of a choice.
In time, you'll thank me. Probably not before the withdrawal hits, though.
Don't make me change my mind on this, Bill.
Oh boy, we're going cold turkey, aren't we?
Mr. Fordham, you're back. Allow me to introduce my
You're
wife,
back,
Miriam.
and a lot more steady on your feet.
Hello.
A pleasure, Mrs. Harris. I wish we could have met under better circumstances. But
Which is why I'm addressing your fancy French doors instead of looking you in the eye.
Mr. Fordham.
Mr. Harris, has there been any communication from the kidnapper?
He's got peripheral
None at
vision.
all.
Well, I'll have another look around
Sort
if
of.
you don't mind.
Maybe he's got tunnel vision.
Oh, one thing I don't think I've mentioned so far is that you actually went the full mile and drew diagonal walk animations for the characters as well as just left, right, up, down.
Just for Miles.
Just for Miles, but still, I mean that is that is one step that most AGS games don't really like bother with because that's
step you said.
there's 4 more directions to draw, so. Hey.
Only 2.
Oh yeah, because you
I
can
don't
you can mirror them, of course.
Yeah, I'm not the crazy type of crazy that does asymmetrical sprites.
Miles, did you notice something a bit strange about the Harrises?
No.
Quite a few things, actually. What are you referring to?
This
Well,
seems
their
just
choice in
kidnapping.
stuffed animals are pretty
Each
weird.
on their own side of the sitting room. Not comforting each other, not crying together. Nothing.
They're stuck-up rich people. Not exactly the type to show emotion.
Miles, you know I am the most cynical person there is when it comes to their type. But this isn't normal behavior, even for snobs.
People I've been around a lot.
Saving face. There's something going on between them. I think you should find out what.
Ah, human interacts. That would be Alexander Mejia in the chat, and Johnny Carcinogen, who is bringing the pain tonight. Hopefully, he always does in the good way. So let's have a chat with Ms.
I have
Bereaved.
some questions for you if you're up to answering them, Mrs. Harris.
I'll try my best, Mr. Fordham.
My first question is, could you stop looking me in the chest? Torn Fabric. Also a good name for a prog rock band, or maybe more of an electronica band? Yeah.
I found this bit of torn fabric by the broken window. Do you know anything about it?
No, I've never seen it before. Do you think it was left by the kidnapper?
Perhaps.
No, I was just wondering, do you like to
SS?
climb in and out of your baby's windows?
Oh, I can't think of anyone or anything I know with those initials.
Okay. The baby, can you give me a description?
Tell me about your son.
Charles is our only child.
He looks like a potato.
Never makes a
Foot
fuss.
tall, wears a diaper,
He's
won't stop
very
crying.
sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, Charles, you must be so frightened out there without your mother.
Yeah, because you just
You have to
ooze matern. Yeah, well, actually,
I'll do my
she's
best.
It's not too bad. I just wanted her to be that typical stuck-up. Oh, you must be so lonely out there without your nanny.
Tell me what you know about your son's kidnapping.
Oh, my poor baby.
Check.
Mrs. Harris, I know this is...
Snap out of it, I'm trying to ask
but
you
I need
questions.
as much information as you can give me so I can bring your son back.
Oh, Jesus, Macabre in the chat says, considering the initials, it were the
Stay
Nazis.
strong.
Ooh.
For Charles. It happened sometime between 6 and 8 last night. I think. Both my husband and I had gone out. Charles was in the
Oh, there was the
nanny, Mrs.
nanny.
Davis. I arrived home.
Oh, we must find
Oh,
her,
yes.
interrogate her, and pin the
And
crime
I
on
found
her.
The scene in the nursery, as it was.
Well, of course.
And what was it you found?
Mrs. Davis, unconscious in her chair, the broken window.
fucking
and
drunk.
Charles,
Yeah.
missing from his crib. Malcolm arrived home shortly afterwards, around 9, and then immediately sent out
Took some of Miles'
to have a look
soporific.
to notify
Mhm.
the police. We stayed up waiting for any contact from the kidnappers, but there was nothing.
Kifu says,
So
we'll
you
go up to
arrived
every
home
baby we
first.
see and scream, what are your initials?
Oh, I was visiting with some.
There's something else in the
Rather
chat that I
than
want
homes for
to
a
take a look at, but let's just see if I'm trying to pay
He
attention
was at
this
the
time.
social club with his friends as well, I believe.
Wait a minute.
Well, I mean, if you're
I know
gonna
his
if you're gonna
attitude all
screw
too
this
well.
up completely, you
woman
don't
is
really
hiding
have to pay
something.
attention.
Most
Oh, there
likely
is
from her
that.
husband.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
All I heard was she has a nanny. It was probably her. Also, it was a male boy. So, I think wasn't it?
A male boy.
Yeah, a male boy. they ordered him in the mail.
boy.
Yeah. Hey, it's the alternate history kind of thing. They're open-minded. There's one thing in the chat that I wanted to check out, and that is that apparently the giraffe inside the nursery looks like a dick. And I am going to go and have a look at that as soon as we're done with this dialogue tree.
What can you tell me
People
about
see
Mrs.
dicks in
Davis?
everything.
Well, she's worked for us since Charles was born.
Yeah, it's a sign of a healthy mind.
6 months ago.
How did you come to employ her?
Malcolm's mother had a friend whose daughter she used to care for. She came.
Boy, that's a lot of information all at
We've
once.
never had any problems with her. She's
Good thing
always
you have a
been
case
clean.
book to keep it all
Where
in.
is she now?
Oh yeah.
Her room.
Actually, when I
With
go off and
Charles.
play this on my own and actually
They
do
don't
pay
know what to
attention,
do.
I am going to
Where might I find her?
really send
This
you
is
a lot
what
of
just around the back
love
of the
notes
door.
for keeping
There's a
that
fourth door from
casebook in there because, my God, that is a lot of plot dumping.
Can you think of any reason why your son would be a target for kidnapping?
It
Well,
could be
he's
that some-
tiny, so
or
he's easy to
someone-
carry.
Or some lunatic who's angry about the new airship.
Oh, Dan,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you so
My
much.
father-in-law owns the company.
Dan keeps throwing money at me. I don't know why, but
Don't
thank
know,
you.
Mr. Fordham. Frankly, the fact that something like this could even happen is just terrifying.
Thank you. Yes, a great icon of Danish entertainment died today, and Dan
Oh,
being
no.
Dan being Swedish actually knows the person. I would imagine no one else does. But
Was it the person who sang Bonsoir, Madame?
no, actually it wasn't. No,
Oh well.
that would be cause for celebration. Yes.
Harsh.
I know. Yeah.
Tell me a bit about yourself, Mrs. Harris.
Do you like long walks on the beach?
My son has been kidnapped and is out there alone, terrified and confused.
Yes, the nanny did it. We all know. You already told me.
Any difference to you finding him?
I suppose you're right, Mrs. Harris. My apologies.
Excuse me, who's asking the questions here?
That's all for now, Mrs. Harris.
Very well.
That was the anti-Gabriel Knight thing to do. Usually when you go up to someone in Gabriel Knight 1 and go, tell me about yourself, they just have yarn after yarn to spin. It's just the endless, and you can keep asking them endless. And with this one, it was just, fuck you, bastard, go find my baby.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you say the same thing if your baby was kidnapped?
I have some
Mayhaps.
questions for you, Mr. Harris.
Yes, of course.
Do you realize you have cake topping around your neck?
Delicious.
Tell me everything you can about the kidnapping.
I just said more like
I don't know
seaweed.
much. I was
Yeah,
at last night while
actually.
it happened.
That's even
Where
better.
had you been previously?
I was out with friends.
Ah,
By the
suspicious!
time I arrived home.
It seems hiding something from your spouse is an activity both Harrises partake in.
Yeah, wait, she said she was at a concert and he's obviously banging the nanny. I mean, come on. I mean, why not just...
You're gonna want to rethink your theory when you meet the nanny.
Really?
I mean, everyone has their different tastes.
She's
But,
banging the nanny, isn't she?
Oh, right, yeah.
They're both banging the nanny.
Everyone's banging the nanny.
Oh god.
And we're...
Nanny is banging the nanny.
Yes, I was just going to say we're going to stop this train of thought before we get to other members of the family. Thank you.
I found this bit of torn fabric by the broken window.
Well, I wasn't gonna say the
Do you know
dog was
anything
banging
about
her.
it?
No, but while they're banging the nanny, they're masturbating the dog. We all know how this works in rich society.
SS?
And then they ask, "What are your names?" And they say, "The aristocrats." Quite
Bravo,
literally.
Mr. Ford.
Bravo, sir, bravo.
Out of my mind right now.
Ikifu's banging the nanny right now. So Summer.
Oh well.
Cool.
New this
Tell me
fall
about
on
yourself.
CBS. Banging the nanny.
Very quiet. Miriam had wanted a
A
child.
new comedy from the makers of The Big Bang Theory.
You know,
Oh,
they
God.
have their hearts set on something.
Banging the
know.
nanny
I
does sound
saw
like a
no need to
euphemism
rush,
for
but-
something.
Nice to
It does.
the only one.
Except if you actually are banging the nanny.
The first two times
Yeah.
Miriam was with child, she suffered some unfortunate accidents.
Or the unfortunate accidents,
She
you
was
kicking her in the
devastated, as you can
ribs.
imagine. When Charles finally came along.
Because that's not really how you describe... I don't know. These are aristocrats. They get away with
Take it from us
anything.
like this. You must find him, Mr. Fordham.
I intend to, Mr. Harris.
This got dark.
I know. I'm sorry. It's late.
It's fine.
I honestly do appreciate all the work you've put into this, Francisco. I just want to put that out there.
I would
Which is
feel
better, drunk, hungover trolls or dark, tired trolls?
Actually, this is me sort of energetic.
Tell me about yourself.
There isn't much to tell, really. My life has been fairly well publicized.
And I suppose this would answer the question in the chat earlier. Do you make any money off of YouTube? Oh God, no!
My father Clyde runs Harris Construction Company, which I will someday inherit.
You guys are
Any
funny.
Other details about me? Fairly trivial nonsense, I think.
Those are all the questions I had for now.
Yes, good. Now let's go and check out the dick raff.
Ha! I like that.
It doesn't look like a dick. Does it look like a dick?
Oh, on its face.
I guess the brown bit kind of maybe might.
Oh, I see it. Kind of, yeah, but I just thought it was wearing like a superhero mask or something. Super giraffe. Oh well.
Giraffe. I looked at a giraffe when I drew it, so that's what giraffes maybe look like.
What did you look like when you drew this monstrosity over here?
I think the giraffe you looked at was...
Oh man, you don't want to... So the original version of that cat, the eyes actually looked like a big cat. I looked up creepy stuffed cat, and it had horrifying eyes, and I actually had to I showed it to Ben, and he was like, you really should make this look a lot more cute, because right now it looks demonic. So advice, I was like, yeah, you're right, I'll give it little eyes and a cute little mouth, because before it was like, I'm a cat!
Which that is actually a voice most cats do.
Yeah.
Alright, what else was it? Oh, Vocabra says, Space Quest Historian is not advertiser-friendly content, how surprising. I know, but even I am not blind to the fact that we're kind of pushing it today. But we were also kind of pushing it yesterday on Gemini's channel, so thought I'd reciprocate. Lucy asks, did Francisco draw all of this?
I did.
The answer is yes. Hey, Steam vacuum cleaner. You weren't kidding.
Fancy.
I wasn't.
Some poor servant's probably going to get a flogging for leaving it in here.
At least we're sort of on the same level as Bill here. We're bringing the snark. Okay, let's see if there are any papers on top of the dresser. No. Remember last case?
Yep.
There's a little glare in the picture here, but that's not an object.
Painting of the city. Probably the only time the Harris family sees any of the other boroughs.
Oh, by the way, did we miss the portrait of Frederick? He said he was in case 1, I believe?
Oh, yeah, he was in the upstairs bit in the Dupre Manor.
Oh, was he? Oh.
Yeah.
You know what?
You don't happen to have any saves from there, do you?
Yeah, I do, actually. Rich kid gone missing. Boo. So, well, undead case, I guess. This ought to be good.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just go to the
Mappy.
Dupre Manor. Yeah, the Dupre Manor, go upstairs. Oh, this is the very beginning.
Well, we'll just hit escape and freeze the game.
It'll...
Also,
there we go. Not interested, not interested, not interested, not interested, not interested, leaving.
Yeah, there he is. On the left.
Oh!
Remember he talked about growing the goatee and then I cut off...
Yeah, you chopped off his fucking head.
I did.
Who's the one on the right?
Oh, that's just, basically all of the portraits are just old face studies that I did that I decided to just, throw in paintings. Either that or concept art or stuff. So, yeah.
Brett has that vampiric
random Google image search face.
Okay. Well, that's very nice. Everyone, that's Frederick. Now, let's leave this screen so we don't get traumatized anymore. Alright, returning to the case at hand. Looking clothes pile.
A pile of women's clothes.
Not gonna root through that? What kind of a fucking detective are you? You're supposed to root through everything.
Remember that sometimes the icons change once you examine things.
Oh, you're gonna pull that one. Yeah. No, I hadn't quite figured out if that was a mechanic or if that was just select. Okay, yeah, I see.
There's a handwritten note among the clothes.
Okay, I'm gonna have to keep, be cognizant of that in the future. Miriam, baby, I have to see you tonight. It's been far too long. This is not the handwriting of an aristocrat.
That's actually my handwriting. This is the only note. Well, I mean, it's not my actual handwriting yet, but I mean, like, this is the only note that I actually like wrote with my tablet, as opposed to just using a font.
Yeah.
And I quickly realized that I couldn't do that for everything, so I was like, I'm just gonna use fonts.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of looks a little weird with fonts if you do that all capital thing, like the note we received at the start of the day where it says ASAP and the cursive font. But screw it. Also, someone in the chat said that Fran Bow sucked. Oh, combo number 8. Oh, no! How sadly mistaken you are. Fran Bow is fucking great.
Wardrobes are usually always full of one.
I love it to bits. And I haven't even actually played it all the way through myself. I watched a Let's Play of it and went out and bought it immediately. It was so
I wish more people would do that.
Hint, fucking hint!
To which Harris they belong to.
Ooh.
There's somebody with like 70,000 or more subscribers with like thousands of views playing through this game right now on YouTube.
Yeah, rub it in, why don't you?
Have I seen any sales increases? Nope.
Really?
Like the ones with the frills.
Not any dramatic ones. In fact, well, never mind. That's
so we're
not time for me to bitch about sales.
No, and we're not going back to. Actually, hang on. I think I hope no one has noticed that the audio may have been a little wonky. Let me see if I got the filter. No, okay, thank God. I just remembered I may have neglected to turn on the sidechain ducking for my microphone, but luckily I didn't. And if you don't know what that is, then thank your lucky stars.
An interesting case. I suppose Mr. Harris must travel every now and
then.
SQH audience is better quality. There you go,
Thank you, sir.
It's true.
Summer asks, please do a post-mortem. Actually, there's going to be a commentary track in it, but I guess what you're really looking for is the dirts. I guess this kind of counts as like a half-assed post-mortem, but no. Actually, you're just doing me a favor, I know.
Mr. Harris's color selection is...
I'm here because I enjoy it.
Let's see if there's anything of interest in any of the pockets.
I'll be right back.
So, Mr. Harris is a fan of the ponies.
Don't leave me alone with him.
Not causing him any trouble at all.
You love it.
You know I do. Number of bets. Oh, he's betting on his nanny. Wait, what? How's that?
He's riding his nanny.
Name of horse obsessive? Is that what it says?
It does.
It does say obsessive. October 8, 1844. Okay. 250, that sounds like a lot in whatever time this is.
In back then money.
Back then money, exactly. But speaking of big YouTubers playing your game, I recall Jacksepticeye played all through Paradigm, and I've never actually had the gall to ask Jacob if that... Oh wait, I'm supposed to talk to this dude about his gambling habits in front of his wife. I'll be right back. But I never had the gall to ask Jacob if that actually did anything for his sales or not.
Honestly, I think it does very little.
It probably does. But it worked on me with Fran Bow.
Mr. Harris.
Yes, of course.
Well, then good.
I just talked about Fran Bow with a stranger earlier today, says Lost Train Dude. By the way, hello Lost Train Dude. Looking forward to meeting.
Hello Lost Train Dude. Yeah, Fran Bow is one of those games that's really interesting because it's like, it's done really well. It's sold amazingly well. And yet, like, nobody outside of the adventure game scene really knows much about it.
Except...
Which makes me wonder where they get their... Like, who did they talk to get well known, you know?
I love how you just really had to consider your words through that sentence.
I don't mean that. I'm not trying to be snarky. I'm trying to be like, present any, like, what did they do? Like, I'm genuinely curious, like, what did they do? Because visibility is really tough.
Actually, I believe both Jacksepticeye and Markiplier played through Fran Bow on their channel, and it was, in fact, Jacksepticeye's playthrough of Fran Bow that I watched. That made me go out and buy it immediately.
Then maybe those two just have particularly large adventure game liking audiences?
Kind of, I guess. Well, not really. I mean, it's well, there's no way to be diplomatic about that. It's very varied, and sometimes yeah, those series are really interesting to some and not to others.
I'll tell you this before you go into the nursery.
Oh shit! I
just did. You can go back out of the nursery.
All right, leaving. Didn't want to talk to you anyway.
You have the opportunity now to question the wife about the note you found. You can only do this while he's out of the room. Oh. But you can also screw things up, making the case unsolvable. Why? If you leave the place and come back without talking to him at all. But you probably want to talk to her first, just because it's a little extra. Well, I mean, it's an extra character that you wouldn't meet otherwise, and he's kind of an asshole, and I know how much you like asshole characters. So,
oh yeah, well, thank you so much. And also, it's another person to needlessly pin shit on without doing any due diligence whatsoever.
Well, it's kind of a lead that goes nowhere. Spoiler, but whatever.
Okay,
can you tell me about
cool.
What? You had no right to go through my things.
Plus, you get to learn a little bit more about.
I'm just trying to find
this couple and their marriage.
I like how she just went. You had no right to go through my things, and he goes, I'm just trying to find your son. What, in my fucking underwear drawer? What's wrong with you?
From Roland.
Roland, who's he then?
Who is Roland?
Is he a keyboard?
Roland
No.
Special friend.
That was the dumbest joke I've made so far.
Oh, don't you
The
judge
sad thing is, you're not far off. I named him Roland because he's a piano player.
Oh my god!
Not even his.
You know, I was just kidding about the whole everyone's banging the nanny thing because that's the most cliche thing you could do.
Business.
But now I'm not so sure.
Is your marriage an unhappy one then?
It wasn't easy at first, and it didn't get any easier as it went on.
Dude's off in the nursery going, you know, I can hear you from here. The door's open.
Fordham, we are a respectable family.
Add a 5 o'clock shadow to the wife, and you have Francisco. I'm starting to think that you people are all seeing things that are not there. Or maybe I'm just not seeing something that's obviously there.
Well, Combo Number 8 was also the one who said he saw Dick Raff.
Somewhat unexpectedly, we had Charles. At least that made things bearable.
I think several of these people look like Francisco, but I wasn't saying anything. Well, I didn't use myself as a model for any of these portraits, so I don't really know why that is.
I don't know. I've never been to his home.
So, is Roland...
Can you tell me anything?
The nanny? Like the male nanny?
Well, he's a musician.
No.
Because Ikifu was saying you're cheating on your wife with your nanny. Oh my god. Oh, wait. Now I get it.
Last name.
Sorry.
I don't know that either.
His last name is MT32, and we all know that. Thanks, chat! Thank you, Bacabra, for that joke.
It's a good thing I don't have a stomach anymore, because I can guarantee you its contents would be on the floor right now.
Do you have a... Brandon is asking, do you have a preference or favorite point-and-click adventure game engine, AGS or Unity with the Adventure Creator, or do you like both? If he's asking me, then the answer is, well, my favorite and only adventure game engine is AGS because I can't figure out how to operate any others.
That's my answer as well.
There we go.
Also, you go into the... well, you can do that when you leave and come back. I just want you to screw up your one lead.
By going into the bedroom, so he'll come back out?
No, by leaving the house and then coming back.
Okay, so not talking to the gentleman.
Yeah, not following up with him about his gambling addiction. Now you can go back to the house, and he'll be back in place. And
oh, there you are, Mr. Fordham. I was wondering where you had gone.
Well, I had to take a leak, and I don't see a bathroom anywhere.
Conversation now.
No, I've decided that's not a very good idea, Mr. Fordham. I'm sure you understand.
Yeah, because I overheard everything you were talking about with my wife, so I'm not...
So now if you go into the bedroom and search the dresser, you'll find a little something else.
A little something?
Let's see what we have here. A very poorly written letter addressed to Mr. Harris.
With one R.
It's a letter of admiration.
On the contrary, the author seems quite upset.
Oh, Mr. Harris, this is your weekly reminder of how much I hate you because my wife is dead. This actually sounds like a Danish person trying to speak English. I'm actually okay. You know what? I'm gonna do this in a very, very stereotypical Danglish accent. Here we go.
Oh, this should be fun.
Mr. Harris, this is your weekly reminder of how much I hate you. Because of you, my wife is dead. My wife was a wonderful woman, and you have taken her from me. I hope you suffer as much as I have. Arthur Devins.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, everybody.
Cool. Beautiful.
That was Danglish.
Nice.
Oh god, I'm actually not sure what's worse, my current accent or that.
I would say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The secret to every healthy marriage is for the wife to have a little something something in the dresser. Johnny Carcinogen brings the truth, because we're all frightfully inadequate.
And there's the nanny, so that's who you've been talking about banging.
Oh, I feel good right about now.
I'm a private investigator. I'm looking into the kidnapping of Charles Harris. Are you Mrs. Davis?
I
Great.
am. Oh, bless the spirits.
Bless the spirit, my ass. She's a Satanist and a gangbanger. And I don't mean that she's in a gang.
Oh my god.
You filthy bitch, I'm onto you.
I have some questions for you, Mrs. Davis.
All right.
Yeah, fucking look at that. I mean, come on. If this doesn't scream blood sacrifice, I don't know what does.
Also, if anybody says that she looks like me, fuck you.
Well, I mean, now that you mention it.
About the kidnapping of Charles Harris.
Oh dear, may the spirits forgive me.
Yeah, the spirits of the damned.
Charlie was my responsibility.
Why would they need to
and
forgive
I
you? Did you take him?
Mrs. Davis.
Yes, she fucking did!
Point. What's important now is finding him and bringing him home. To do that, I need.
Yeah, she's under your fucking floorboards, isn't
you're
she?
right, Mr.
In
Gordon.
pieces.
I'm sorry. I
Damn.
just need to collect my.
I mean, I know that this
thoughts,
game is
get the
influenced by
negative
Poe, but
vibrations
Oh.
not that bad.
Now, what?
Combo number 8 says, damn, I'd bang the nanny. Oh, shit.
She's a silver fox.
Wait a minute. Hey, what if the nanny looks like trolls? You know what?
Oh. The nanny kind of. I can kind of see it.
A little, maybe. My chin is
I
a
mean,
little
they both
more
wear
narrow.
glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same kind of glasses, even. and she's got that big, huge forehead with the little wrinkles on it. Only thing is, her cheeks are a bit bigger and her chin is a little wider than mine. But otherwise, I mean, this is what I'm gonna look like when I'm 50, ladies and gentlemen. So, I mean, you got it. This is 50-year-old me, and apparently,
I mean, old men. There's a whole blog of like old men who look like middle-aged lesbians, like Paul McCartney, for example, and there's this sort of weird thing that happens when you get old that sort of mixes everyone together.
Oh, that needs so much more context than I'm willing to give it. Tiny Knitsune has to leave, so, well, thank you for sticking around for whatever this is.
What time did the kidnapping occur?
Yes, thank you.
I'm
Summer wants you to paste that link in the
entirely
chat,
sure.
Francisco.
I know it's in the nursery.
Oh,
and a
just
couple
Google
of
old
days,
men
about half
that
past
look like
3.
lesbians.
I remember feeling very drowsy. I must have
Very
passed out
drowsy
chemicals the
indeed,
next
yes.
day.
That's what happens when you overdo it on the
I was
peyote.
Mrs. Harris. That
Jesus.
was after she got home.
I mean, she is filth, isn't she?
To
I
think
know.
whoever took Charlie did it while I was in the room. Oh, may the spirits grant me peace.
She's, I mean,
Take any sort of sleep medications or soporifics?
Oh, dear me, no.
not drugs. I mean,
Impossible to
what-
tune into the evil.
what do you think?
Say that as though it were a bad thing.
Jokes aside, she is laying it on pretty thick with the whole, oh, mercy heavens me. So I'm kind of getting a wonky vibe from her.
She is very suspicious.
Now, have you heard of this band?
I found this piece of torn fabric in the nursery. Does it look familiar to you?
No, it doesn't. I'm sorry.
It's from your knickers, isn't it? Come on, give it up.
Can you think of anyone who
I
would have wanted to
did
take the child?
No, wait.
Image of old lady knickers in my head.
To gossip, but
Well,
am
thank God it stopped there.
to the energy
I was trying to think of
vibrations
disgusting
that
things that
people
SS
give
could
off.
stand for.
I get the impression that Mr. and Mrs. Harris.
But I can't think of
aren't
any
very happy in
slang
their
for
marriage.
lady parts that start with S.
Anyone could have picked up
Snatch, I guess.
Anyone could
Yeah.
have that is.
Mr.
Soporific snatch.
They outlay
Silver
all
snatch.
that.
Silver snatch.
I can't remember the last time they went
Oh,
out
God.
together. I don't know.
I could be writing right now, and I'm sitting here listening to this.
I should be out running my errands. Oh, there it is. Look, someone found the.
Yeah, I see it. I got one. I got one for SS.
Oh dear.
Suppository soporific.
Oh dear.
I mean, it's got to work 4 times as good. Isn't that
That's
what the
one
kids
way
do?
to take it.
Yeah.
Can you think of any reason why someone would want to kidnap Charles?
Well, he's got rich parents.
Fine, I
and
didn't
he's-
want to sleep tonight anyway.
Demand for a ransom. I honestly don't know why this happened.
You know, I like to
before.
think I
just
have a
hope
dirty
you
mind.
find the poor child.
Then I come to Trolls' stream. I'm a fucking lightweight.
I'm so sorry it had to come to this, Gemini.
How long have you worked as a nanny?
Worked? I just barged in
I
and
never
started
worked when I was
tickling
married.
their
My
baby, and they
husband
let
had a
me
lot
stay.
of money.
Oh.
Unfortunately,
That was not meant in a dirty way, by the way.
dead. And after the
'Cause-
spirit
no, we're not sinking to that
either,
level
I wasn't left
yet.
with much.
Yet we'll see how
So I began
where this
working
goes.
as a nanny to make ends meet. But
I've been carefully steering away from that. That's just a step too far in my
in its
book.
own right.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time, Mrs. Davis.
I mean, I do have is anyone really wondering where my standards are? Well, you just found them, or the bottom of them anyway.
My mother had a pewter teapot as well.
Masturbating over dead
Always
dogs,
made
that's
the food
fine.
taste
Yeah, that's fine. And to be fair, the backseat designers have a long and rich and varied history of making fun of pedophiles. But I think there's a small but important distinction to be had there. Also, I'm gonna root through this bitch's chest. Wait, oh shit.
Just full of undressed dolls.
Oh
What the
man.
hell is wrong with this old bat?
Hey, Bill's on my side.
It's a spirit reaching out to a very frightened man. Possibly the funniest photo I've ever seen.
Miles is just making stern eye contact with her as he's rubbing his back. Looking through your shit.
These are all books on spiritualism and the occult. Mrs. Davis
Is
doesn't
she
seem to have
into
many other
voodoo?
hobbies.
Maybe not, maybe not. See, now I have to click everything that just has the look icon because Francisco is pulling that move on us.
Another Harris hand-me-down, no doubt. You'd think they would have washed it first.
I'm so sorry, Vocabra. And Lucy is... Wait, who's leaving? Is Lucy leaving or is John leaving? I can't tell. Well, if anyone's leaving, I don't fucking blame
I'm surprised they haven't all left.
you. Yeah, me too.
I'll be going now.
Actually, there are 22 people
May the
watching right
spirits
now.
Guide your
Wow.
path.
Oh, shut the fuck up, would you? Oh, I have...
Me?
No, her. I have instant distaste of her.
Oh.
Like, really hardcore instant distaste of her. So, Johnny's leaving. Oh, I'm sorry, Johnny.
She's
Good luck.
just a sweet old lady who likes ghosts.
Well, you have to. She's about to become one, isn't she? I mean, it is gonna end with her, like, going, "It was me all along," then she throws herself out the other window. What am I doing in here?
That'd be a good animation.
Now, that's a mocap you don't want to do.
Sit tight, Mrs. Harris.
The mocap of Bill falling off the roof was... that was a hard one to
I have
do.
some questions for
Yes, of course.
Actually, how did you do that? Did you just climb up on the table and just throw yourself off it?
I stood up on a chair and I threw myself off it onto my bed.
Ah, nice.
I found this letter in your bedroom. What can you tell me about it?
You went through our things?
Yes.
Private investigator,
Have you
Mr.
talked to your wife
Harris. Part of my
recently?
job.
Of all the...
I went through your wife's knickers.
You're upset, I know, but do you want me to find your son or don't you?
Well, at this point, no.
Yes, of course I do. That letter was sent to me by mistake. It was written to my father. Well, if you can even call that writing.
Have I ever mentioned how much I hate rich people? Because
No, you haven't.
I really hate rich people.
What a surprise.
Doesn't he own the company building the new airship?
Yes, that's right. He's been receiving many letters just like that one since the Lygia disaster. But that Devons fellow in particular has sent one every week, along with a bag of chicken.
Okay, we're back to voodoo now.
Peculiar.
Not only that, he leads a daily protest in front of the construction yard where the HMS Lenore is being built, trying to halt production.
My
My
God.
How did I not see this before?
See what?
Devons! He has a grudge against this family because of what happened with the Lygia.
What the hell is a Lygia and what happened to it, and should I care?
As a form of
It's the
retaliation.
name of a ship.
Well, yeah. Did it crash? Did it burn? Did it kill
For
someone?
myself.
Yes, it's the airship that you saw at the beginning of the game. There was an article in the newspaper in the first case talking about how it crashed 3 months ago and it killed everyone on board, including the Prince of England and also 57 people in the park.
Jesus Christ. That's oddly specific somehow.
Construction of the new airship.
Nice.
Well,
There have been some complications.
that's also why
but
most
nothing
people
we
in
can't
this
handle.
society are
Could you be
afraid
a
of
bit
steam
more
tech
specific?
now.
Well,
Ah.
I already told you about the
This
trouble
guy
with protesters
whose
at the
company
yard,
is building
and
the
we're
new
blocked
replacement
pending Royal
airship,
Maverick's
that's why he's
review of
getting
the safety
threats.
regulations for the prototype etheric diffusion engines.
But he's got
That's
new
it.
fancy engines in it, built,
Aside, we should
know,
still be on schedule to
running on
have
this
finished and in the air.
magical hokum
But really,
mystery
Mr. Fordham, what
energy
the Jesus
thing.
have to do with finding Charles?
He has a point, you know.
Sorry, he does? I wasn't listening.
Now.
All right.
Yeah, he does. Well, the prototype engines that they're waiting for inspections of, so it's kind of just like, well, they're sort of making them. But will
Oh,
they work?
And so we say
probably not.
his cronies.
Well, someone certainly wasn't shy about making their opinion known.
Well, that is spelled correctly, so we can be pretty sure the person with the threatening note did not write
Allow
that.
this to continue. Steam tech must be stopped.
Yes, buy your games on GOG.
Evans by any chance?
Yes. Who are you?
Miles.
I've been waiting so long to make that joke, ever since I saw a screenshot of this.
Yes, so yeah.
Too bad it's like a 1-to-3 ratio of Steam to GOG purchases.
Ah, well. Hey, you look like you could be the lead singer of...
Does this piece of fabric look
Damn.
familiar to you?
It came from some fancy jacket, the type you'd expect to see on the snobs in Leon. I could never afford clothes like that in a million years.
You
He
recognize
does
the
not
letter, Mr.
actually
Evans?
How'd you
sound
get
like he
that?
writes.
That wasn't meant for you.
If that makes
Found it
any
at the
sense.
home of Mr. Malcolm Harris.
You mean because he doesn't sound like he speaks in Danglish?
That was it. No, I couldn't put my finger on it.
Machine. I'm not the only one.
Well, something tells me that letter was written in a haze of Upton's coffee, if you know what I mean. Bones and Dust. That should be the first album from Torn Fabric.
Yeah.
Mr. Harris told me you send a bag of chicken bones and dust along with your letters. Why is that?
Well, I'm fucking insane. What do you think?
Dust? Nah, that's not right. I've only sent letters.
Are you certain of that?
Yes, as sure as I'm standing here.
Right. And I'm the queen. I get the feeling this guy will crack if we figure out what the
Lucy Phonic, yes, the GOG
is.
version is the same as this is the same as the Steam version, as is the same version on Humble.
Yep. Everything is the same.
Yes.
Actually, there is one pixel that's different in the GOG, and I urge you to find it. There's $1 million to be won.
I mean, Steam has achievements because we can't quite figure out how to get the GOG Galaxy achievements working, but that's about
What you got
it.
against the Harris family?
Family? Don't know nothing about the family. The only one I got a problem with is Clyde Harris, the one who owns this yard. He's just like all those other...
You also seem to have a problem with addresses.
The man don't care about the dead. He just wants to make as much money as he
Who,
can.
Devins?
I'm just trying to make him realize how
Or
wrong
me.
he is.
No, this guy, because he sent the threatening letter to the wrong address.
Oh, right.
Do you know anything about the kidnapping of Charles Harris?
Charles Harris? Who's that?
Short, burps a lot, sometimes vomits.
Grandson. I can't believe someone with a grandkid, a family, would want more flying death in the air. How many more people have to die before someone realizes that steam machines are evil?
Yes!
People will kill their own mams for a crown these days.
I just like the idea of him just going, water's pretty awful, but steam, holy god, man. So this, he'll just refuse to drink any water, he'll refuse to take baths, he'll refuse to have anything that has to do with H2O, just because he hates steam that much.
Why are you out here protesting?
Because what Harris Construction is doing ain't right. I lost my wife in the Lygia.
Lucy asks, is there a nanny banger achievement?
Hundreds of people were affected by that disaster.
There is not.
And now these bastards are making another
First game ever.
airship.
Yeah.
It's like
Sorry.
a slap in the face to everyone who died. I just can't understand it.
What do you hope to accomplish by protesting?
Simple. We want construction of the Lenore stopped. and a
I'm
full
sensing
investigation into the
a
Lygia
slight southern twang to this guy.
compensation
Yeah.
for our losses. Royal Maverick took care of all the family.
Is that a,
No particular reason other than
didn't get a
we just
single
decided
copper.
it would be fun
It
for
just
his
isn't
character
fair.
to have a
We
southern
aim to
accent.
make things right.
I mean, we can. It's not a stereotype or anything because if you didn't know, dear viewers, Francisco may be based in New York, but also was from Florida at one point in his life.
Are you betraying my southern roots, trolls? Don't even start.
That was pretty good. And that was very terrible.
Your wife very much.
Are you joking? I loved her more than there are stars in the sky.
Are you making fun of us, you damn danglish person?
It's been
Yeah, what do
nothing
you
but
think this
cold
is?
and dark since she was
I will say this, Francisco is a true Southern gentleman, and I know this for a fact because when...
I'm not, but I want to clarify, I'm not a southern gentleman in the way that the cop from the previous case was a southern gentleman.
Oh, no. And neither I would assume is Gemini. But I know this to be a fact because when I met Francisco in person at last year's Adventure X, one of the first things that came out of his mouth was, "May I introduce my wife?" In that specific phrasing. And I went, "Woo."
Did I say wife? We're not.
No, wait, girlfriend. Sorry, girlfriend. What? Yeah. But the phrasing that caught on to me was, "May I introduce?" As in, do I have a choice? Am I supposed to?
Did I say that?
Something like that. Yeah.
I guess I must have.
In that specific phrasing. Something like that in that specific phrasing.
Whatever.
Well,
I do remember the first thing I said was trolls, because when I met you at Adventure X, you were coming back from the store or something.
Oh yeah.
Jess and I were coming back from having had dinner like up the road in like downtown Greenwich, and so we were walking almost at our hotel down this dimly lit sidewalk, and all of a sudden this like looming 8-foot-tall specter appeared from around the corner, all in all black with like a scarf wrapped around his head, and I was like, "Holy shit! It's the ghost of Christmas Future." Oh, wait, no, that's probably trolls. So, in order to like diffuse the fear that I was feeling, I just screamed out, "Trolls!"
That's actually.
And you, taken aback, were like, "Ah, Mr. Gonzalez." Holy shit, it's a vampire.
How strange we should run into each other on this fine afternoon in London.
Yeah, it was like 9 o'clock at night.
All right. The incident I was referring to was actually at the hotel bar the following night. I sort of had blanked on the So.
Right.
But yes, that was actually our first introduction.
Yes.
Could not have been more creepy.
It's fine. We swore never to speak of it again, and then the following evening I immediately said, "Oh, good to see you again, trolls."
What's going on?
Our butler just brought this
Anyway,
we found it stuck to the gate outside.
Things have happened. A trigger has occurred.
Blood.
Ah, here we go. Actually, I would love to hear...
More Danglish!
Well, I've already done the Danglish thing. I want to hear if Gemini has a suitable voice to give this.
Here's family. We have your son. If you ever want to see him again, you must stop building a new airship. We are not joking, and I've strangely spelled that sentence correctly because I managed to find a dictionary midway through this letter. We mean business!
That was excellent.
There were like some... That was great, but there was like some weird like Baltimore in there too. Which is
he's from everywhere.
Yes. I am a man of the world.
Good.
Oh, Lucy asks a weird question. Was Francisco named after San Francisco?
No, I was not.
Well, no. It's kind of a common name, actually.
And yet no one can spell it, despite the fact that it's a giant city in this country.
Yeah. That's weird. It's always your surname that I have trouble with. How many Z's? But
I remember
I've learned
2 Z's.
2 Z's.
Like Stobart. 2 Z's, 2 P's.
Two skulls, 2 stones. The rest is just icing.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh my God, Troll! You know, I didn't think I didn't think you could get any nerdier.
Look at the way you said that!
Someone told me Trolls is gonna be even nerdier, and I was just like, but that's impossible!
Oh, and he swung it right around. Thank you.
I got you.
But anyway, you were about to say something before I so rudely interrupted you.
Oh no, I was gonna ask if you want to fail this like the quick way, or if you want to like slightly fail but see an explosion failure.
Oh, I cannot make this decision on my own. It's time to go to the pole.
Because there's two ways to fail right now. Like you'll discover a new location, and when you get to that location, you can just like flat out insult the person there, and they'll slam the door in your face, and that'll close off all the rest of your leads. But there's also an opportunity to insult that person later, and you should be able. Oh wait a minute. Hang on. No, it's not possible to fail that with and get the explosion.
I think you've disappointed everyone now.
Well, I mean, we could just fail the case and see the explosion, but not make it completely failable, and just have you accuse someone.
So it is possible to nearly fail but see an explosion, or fail utterly and see no explosion.
Exactly.
Oh God. You know, so see, I said from the outset that I wanted to fail this as much as possible, but now you're dangling this exploding carrot in front of me.
Yeah, I mean, the explosion's in the trailer, so if you really want your explosion fix, you can go see it there, but...
we've I don't know, Gemini, what do you think? I'm
trying to pull the chat.
Yeah. Combo number 8 says I like explosions. Dorinda says explosion. Macabre says nice circling action. Yeah, you should see when the nanny comes over. Yeah, take that however you want. There are.
I'd rather not take it.
Yeah. She does.
Same.
All right, that's 2 votes for an explosion anyway. Let's go explode something. All right.
Okay.
Woo! So very specifically, we want to
correct answer.
We want to talk. Oh, and Alexander Mejia says explosion, and he's making a game that's full of explosions. So
okay then, explosion it is.
So I'll probably want to.
I said I was leaving after 20 minutes, but clearly that's not true. So here I am for the long haul. Hooray!
Oh, thank you so much, sir. I
just want to see I just like to see people's reactions to dumb things in this game.
Well, you came to the right stream, didn't you?
Yes, of course.
I'm so sorry. I know you said you had to run errands and shit.
No, it's fine.
So apparently, Mr. Aaron, whatever his last name is, will have to wait.
Mm-hmm.
What is your opinion of this ransom note?
That was funny the first time and the second time.
Wasting your time here. Go arrest Mr. Devons.
Actually, what we could do is you could just do a hard save. We could go see the explosion
and then fail. Yes.
Fail. Yes.
Well, I forgot we had save games. Explosion? All right.
Yeah.
So
okay, so this will be the explosion path, and then once we actually before you do that, go into the nursery. There's a clue you missed in there.
Is there? It's on the little kitty cat. Okay, never mind. Oh, bottle warmer.
Steam-powered bottle warmer. Certainly beats having to do it in the fireplace.
Oh, it's the chest, isn't it?
In the case of my parents, over a barrel fire.
Is that a pacifier stuck on top of it?
There's a bottle in it with a pacifier, or with a nipple.
Of course.
Nipple.
Yeah, he said nipple.
Yes.
That's the best butthead I can do. It's not good.
It's a nipple.
Oh, wait a minute. I looked at this thing. Oh, nice. Airship.
Loose button in the crib. I'm no expert on children, but it seems like it would be dangerous to have around an
Wow.
But still, like...
What I find is this clue is.
But still, I looked at the crypt once already.
Nice mobile. Custom made, too. There'll be no mistaking what family this child comes from.
I like the blue one. I want the... Oh.
Yeah, the kidnapper left the child's blanket behind. There doesn't appear to be any trace of the silver spoon, though.
The severity of the case is simultaneously lost on Bill and lost even further. I mean, he's just... Yeah, well, the kid's missing, it's a tragedy, but it's a rich kid, so fuck him.
Pretty much.
Ah, a button. Perhaps I'll give it a press. Now that's what do you call it? That's a cryptic one.
Questions for you if you're
Cryptic is not the word I was looking for.
Obscure.
Yeah,
Obscure!
It's from Space Quest 4. It's not that obscure.
Oh! Yeah, you're right.
Listen here, buddy. Don't go toe-to-toe with me on adventure game obscure nerdy trivia.
But I thought you hated Space Quest 4.
I don't hate Space Quest 4. I hate Space Quest 2.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're clinically insane.
I'm just reasonable.
Look familiar at all?
We're not doing this again, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like
Not
a
while you're
pen
playing
from
my
some
game anyway.
cheap code.
Because
Is that what the
I'm just
woman
opening
who took
myself
my
up
baby
for
was wearing?
What's gonna happen is I'm gonna alt-tab... Next time I'm just gonna go in and go, and welcome back to Lamplight City. This is the main menu. Here's Mr. Grundislav. He's joining us in the chat. Surprise, motherfucker! Alt-tab, it's Space Quest 2.
No!
Did you read the ransom note?
How can you hate Space Quest 2? Easily! It sucks!
Already too upset.
But I'll say nothing
That's all
more.
for now, Mrs. Harris.
No, he never does. That's just it. He just says Space Quest 2 sucks, and you go, okay, that's incredibly hostile. Why? And then he walks off.
If you need to know the answer, you clearly will never understand. If you don't already know the answer, I mean, you'll never understand.
I understand why I will never understand. For Cobbers' plot twist, never played any Space Quests. Jesus.
Ooh.
Wow. Well, there's plenty of them on my channel. What the hell am I doing? I must have missed something else.
No, you've gotten all the clues in the Harris manner.
Oh, okay, so we go here and yell at this person. I'm guessing. Hello.
Evans?
Yes?
Is this your terrible handwriting?
You recognize this button?
Can't say I do, but it looks handmade. I wonder how long it will be before the poor soul who crafted that button gets booted into the street and replaced...
Jesus, one-track mind much?
Can we kick him in the throat?
That'll be fun.
Mr. Devins, can you tell me about this note?
Somebody,
I've never seen that before in my life.
somebody on another stream
sure about
asked if it was possible to, like, punch people after they saw the punching cop, and I was like,
I didn't even know he existed until
you know,
told
that's...
me. Remember?
That would have been a fun
And that note's
little
conveniently
option to
showed
give
up
people,
right
like,
after
just
you had
punch
that
them, like in The Wolf Among Us.
Let him stew in his own lies.
Or like Ben Throttle's kick.
To tie him to the
Yeah. So I've decided I'm gonna incorporate that into my next game. I'm gonna have like a pacifist run and a bloodthirsty run.
Gonna go
Where you
Undertale.
can punch everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that is technically what they did in Fate of Atlantis. Either you think your way through it, or you punch your way through
Right.
it,
Fifth path, right.
or you get nagged for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah. Except I'm not gonna do like arcade sequences where you punch. It's just gonna be like, you know, use violence or don't use violence.
You seem very dedicated to your cause.
That sounds intriguing,
That
actually.
is a compliment, Mr. Fordham.
There's quite a lot of people who are against Steam Tech, aren't there?
Yeah,
It's gaining ground and
not to
going
say too
rapidly.
much, but I sort of had one of those shower
I've heard
brainstorms
stories
the other
about
day,
some
and I
more
kind of
extreme members.
got pretty
You know
much the
anything about that?
entire structure for what I want to do in my next game.
But if you
That's
pick up
exciting,
anything
except for the
else
fact that I really don't want to
you're
start
sort of
working on it
saying,
anytime soon because I've been working on this one for so damn long.
No.
It's interesting you have those because I have those too.
You don't mind.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you
think we should
once this guy shuts up.
Good day to you, Mr. Devins.
And there we go.
Oh, that's gonna take a while.
I had one of those too. I had.
Time has come to reach.
I want to leave this screen.
I was having a very nice sleep and was dreaming.
Oh, is that what we're calling it now?
Yeah. I was actually dreaming that I really should finish up this design document that I'm writing. Okay, let's go over it again. So we start here and then this happens and then this happens and blah de blah. Did you get all that? No. Okay, let's take it from the top. You really have to finish this design document. And I woke up going, "Oh my god, I really have to finish this design document I was writing. Wait a minute. I'm not writing any design document. What the fuck? So I basically dreamt an entire design document and I wrote it down really, really fast in Google Docs the second I woke up.
Did it make any sense when you went and read it back later?
Surprisingly, yes.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
A little weird and a little, yeah, a little weird. But then again, what do you expect?
Combo number 8's getting turned on by the thought of you in the shower.
I know. Earlier he wanted to have my babies, or he wanted me to have his babies. Something
All the
like
way around.
Yeah, everyone what? You know what? I'm gonna go ask the nanny if she's gonna have any babies soon.
Hello again, Mr. Ford.
Because everyone's banging her.
I have some questions for you, Mrs. Davis.
All right.
If only she sounded like Fran Drescher.
I couldn't help but notice that chest full of dolls in the corner.
Oh, that. Oh, I know.
Oh, it's the button part of... Wait, that's still no evidence that she did
They
it.
can be repaired and donated to orphanages.
Dan, so good to see you.
Giving back to the community and helping poor children who have nothing to play with.
Well, what a kind soul. I wish she would find less creepy ways to
Wait,
express her outlook.
she has dolls that she gives away to kids? This is the 7th guest!
Old Madam Whatever built a house and filled it with her toys. I've forgotten her name already.
I found this button in the baby's crib. Do you recognize it?
Then a blimp crashed into it and everybody died.
That would have been an excellent ending to the 7th guest, wouldn't it?
Charlie's stuffed cat. It's his favorite toy. A gift from my friend.
Ah, where is the secret lesbian lover you keep hiding away?
And Barney as well.
What?
Oh, at least.
Again, everyone's banging her.
Comfort him. Bless the spirits.
Linda, you say?
Mrs. Linda Walker. She's a good friend of mine. As I said, she gave me
How
Barney
good?
as a gift for Charlie.
Can you tell me anything?
Now, combo number 8. That is a harsh word.
With her spiritual.
There is reason to believe she's enjoying it.
With her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Oh.
What?
I don't remember.
Oh, he just
No.
shamed her a bit.
It was at the last.
The nanny's a slut?
society
Oh,
meeting
right.
On the 19th.
And looks like trolls. Well, there you go. We're back on track.
Do you have Linda Walker's address?
No, I don't. I never visited.
Alexander
her.
Bader says, when does grandma go boom?
Yeah.
She does
Well,
like having
that's usually after 8 p.m. when the baby's asleep and it goes
prefers to
boom,
meet
boom,
people
boom, boom.
elsewhere.
They
I don't
want her
want you
in
in
their
my
room.
room.
It's embarrassing for my friends. To
And then
see
she loads
me
up Sandstorm and they have a dance party.
Oh,
It's
God.
not just allowing pride for dear Linda. I think there are lots.
And this was apparently a tragic story that we missed.
She lives. I try
No,
to stay
she
away
doesn't
from
tell us
places
the story, the
like that.
tragic story. Someone
They
else
leave
will
a
tell us the
mark on
tragic
soul,
story.
you know.
And Spectre Society. This sounds like a lot of tinfoil wearing.
What is the Spectre Society?
It's a club for spiritualists and amateur investigators.
Summer's getting a little frisky in the chat.
Twice a month to socialize and discuss.
And somehow Gemini gets left out of this.
Yeah, what the fuck, son?
Oh,
Yeah, honestly.
Expect you to share
yeah,
my
you
beliefs,
don't.
Mr.
Don't.
Fordham.
I'm a
Oh, I have a bit more
one partner
experience
man
than you
myself.
with regards to the spirit world.
Me too. I am in fact married.
Where exactly do these meetings take place?
That doesn't mean anything.
It actually...
Hi, but I'd like to be included in fictional
Can I have
foursomes.
the address?
Why, yes, it's 25.
judging by the level
To
of,
seek spiritual guidance to find Charlie.
let's say, maturity
What might be
in
worth
this
listening
stream, you would be correct in...
-5?
Thank you for your time. Mr.
Yeah, you would be forgiven for wondering who in the fuck would stay with me for 12 long years, but then my wife.
12 years, that's pretty impressive.
Yay, 12.
My pipe put Summer off.
I'll
Oh.
be going now, Mrs. Davis.
May the spirits guide.
It's not a euphemism, is it? Oh god, what is wrong with us? It's like we're fucking 12. Oh, that is the cutest fucking icon I ever did see. Look at the little boo. And we're... Okay, so I'm gonna guess that the person here is the person that we can insult. We shouldn't insult
It
him
is.
right away, because we
Yes.
get to insult him later and then shit blows up.
Resist the temptation right now.
Gonna save my game
Right.
because that is an awful lot of temptation.
Yeah.
So if we go in there, we don't get a boom.
No, if you go in there, you do get a boom.
Ah.
Oh, so we have to get in.
So you have to figure out how to get in.
But-
Also, you were asking me about the poop. There it is.
Oh, yeah. There's poop, but can you pick it up? Of course not.
No, but you can look at it.
Ooh,
Hotspot.
gonna have to do that, yes. Oh, yes, I am interested in joining the Spectre Society, for I have lost my fucking marbles.
This is the Spectre Society, right? I'm interested in joining.
Ah, yes, it is. Welcome, darling.
Wakabra says, oh, hey, there's a lamp! Hence the title.
Most social clubs. We require a
Not the
sponsor.
first one either.
Sounds.
We found the lamp.
Well,
We
you
can go home
see,
now.
we ask that sponsors be people who have passed on into the spirit world.
You mean dead people,
Once you
right?
name your sponsor, I will attempt communication beyond the ether. When they answer,
Cool.
you will be judged and considered for membership.
We can use Bill, right? I've got a sponsor. His name is Bill. He won't shut the fuck up. I've got a sponsor.
Got a sponsor.
Yeah,
Excellent. What is the name of your sponsor, darling?
bit forward, but okay. Bill.
Bill Legere is my sponsor.
Seriously, Fordham? I thought you knew better than that.
Bill Legere. Very well, I will attempt.
Oh, he's gonna tell her to fuck off, isn't he?
She can do this all day. It's not gonna work.
Oh, shit. Barking up the wrong
But I'm
tree.
having trouble communicating. Perhaps you can come back and try again later.
Okay.
See?
Thanks,
Told you.
buddy.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Oh, does that actually...
She sounded-
Oh, what? Lucy in the chat... No, wait. Vocabra in the chat says... does that street sign actually say Ben Chandler?
No, it says Rouge et Mo.
Oh.
Too dark to tell what's inside.
Can't even look at it. It does look like
You
it
can look
says-
at the. You can look at the street lamp.
I would
but
like to have a
it
street
says-
lamp right outside my window. Not without a good set of thick
We haven't
windows
looked at the
anyway.
shit yet, though.
Oh, and here it is. Oh, manure. Oh, how fancy we are.
Nothing like the smell of horse manure in the baking sun, eh, Miles? Still, it's not as bad as the chum.
Let's rummage through it. Itching post.
I wonder if Phillips steam-powered carriages will ever make those things go out of fashion.
Okay, so let's get a move on here. Who do we know who's very, very dead? Let's go kill the nanny and then claim it's her. Wait, actually, who do we know who's dead?
Devon's wife.
Oh, right. Thank God someone's paying attention.
Best to leave him
No,
alone.
no. Go ask him.
Stand for this injustice.
He's
any
talkative.
longer.
Let's ask him what his dead wife's name is. Damn it. Okay, that was actually a very good suggestion, but shit. Red Star says go to the cafe. Really? Okay.
Yeah, maybe Upton would know.
Hello, anyone got any dead relatives? Dead relatives.
Got executed when you butchered the first case.
Oh yeah!
Judging by the city,
Wow, that would be really dark.
he and his friend are having quite the conversation.
No one?
Self-Portrait as a Desperate Man by B. Calvert. A bit like looking in the mirror, isn't it, Miles?
You shut up.
Asleep at a coffee house.
Yeah, that is actually very ironic. Do we ask Constance?
Can we talk?
Go on.
Boy, the music's really ramping up too, isn't it?
Can we go over?
I can't hear the music. I don't know what it is.
Oh, it's just really sort of something awful is about to happen kind of music. Spectre
Have you
Society.
ever heard of the Spectre Society?
I think so. They're.
Lucy asks, this was made before Ramp It Up, right? Oh, yeah.
Don't tell me this case is taking a turn for the supernatural.
No.
Well,
Not exactly.
kind of I mean, I'm sure you drew that manure before I started
yeah,
work on
yeah,
Ramp
yeah,
It
yeah.
Up.
Sponsor.
Sure.
Just when I thought I'd heard everything. Well, bluffing with some random name probably won't get you very far.
No, but.
Make more sense to try finding a name that would mean something to them.
Oh, Linda's, whatever the hell, of course.
That's it.
What's Linda's fucking address then? It was very awful and very terrible, and I want to know everything about it. Come on, Mrs. Davis, give it up.
Hello again, Mr. Ford.
Why does
Shut
she?
up.
Yeah, why does she sound like a fucking
I'll let you know
school
if I have
teacher?
anything-
All right.
Linda, Are you in here? Are you under the bed?
Family doesn't seem to hold the comfort of their servants. I think a bed of nails would be an improvement.
God damn it.
I'll be going now, Mrs. Davis.
May the spirits guide your path.
Yeah, I'm trying. They're not doing it. Jesus. Okay, honey, darling, do we know anyone who has died recently?
Newspaper, maybe.
Home at last.
Newspaper, obituaries. Fuck. No. Sabotage. No. Nothing. Also, we read this already, so you would think that that trigger would have triggered.
Yeah, fair point.
I'm heading out for now.
I look forward to your return.
She's being sarcastic.
Will someone go boom today?
Good one. Okay, last ditch effort, and then I don't know why I don't just ask Francisco. He's here.
I have some questions for you, Mr. Harris.
Yes,
Come on, spill it. Oh, yeah, let's ask about... Can the button be our spirit guide?
I found this button in your son's crib.
This
Does it look
isn't Drag Me
familiar
to
at all?
Hell.
no, not at all. Do you think the kidnapper might have left it behind?
It's a distinct possibility.
We already know
Those
where
were
it
the
is.
questions I had for
Where
you.
it came from.
All right.
Linda, that freaky bitch. Okay, I give up. What's my spirit animal?
So who do you know that obviously is, well, I'll tell you this. If you had asked Angela about what they look for in a sponsor, she says basically people who are open-minded and who believe in the ether, all the qualities of a member of the Spectre Society. And she says, in fact, we've had some previous members of the Spectre Society act as sponsors for people before.
Oh. But
So we didn't actually need a dead person.
Hello again.
Well, no, you do need a dead person.
Oh.
But I can't talk to her anymore. Should I have that conversation with Upton?
Can't talk to her anymore because there might be something that you need to learn first before you can ask her about it.
Oh, so I'll go back and ask what they're looking for in a sponsor. Got it.
I don't think that dialogue option is available right now.
I thought it was.
Because you already did the whole I've got a sponsor rigmarole. I think now it just defaults to I just want to name a new sponsor.
Dang.
I ask a few questions?
But I mean, Upton gave you kind of a nudge in the right direction too when she said it might be a name that means something to them. So somebody who is dead, who was a member of the Spectre Society, potentially.
Well, not our wife.
No.
Well, that's... Jesus. Albert Martin? Yeah, but he's sort of dead.
I doubt he'd be in much of a mood to help anyway.
Is that the only blonde woman in this game? No, it's not.
Also, thank God for adventure game amnesia. I was here 5 minutes ago. Oops, sorry, wrong house. But I already asked.
He's busy with his...
Yeah.
So, go back to Mrs. Davis's place.
Mm-hmm.
Am I missing something in here?
There's something you have to look at before in here that you have to ask her about.
Seems like that my mother...
Probably not any of that. Probably not the chest.
Books, maybe?
Photographs. Yeah, books. What?
These are all books on spiritualism. And
Yeah? Oh, I'm gonna look at the
looks
photographs.
like a mourning portrait of a young woman. Probably a relative of Mrs. Davis.
Really?
Painting of a tower. Painting of a Miss... Her Majesty...
I'm just gonna inch closer to you, if that's okay.
Very distinguished looking gentleman. It's a...
Yeah.
Right. So it's the portrait. It's the big portrait
for you,
of
Mrs.
the
Davis.
man.
All right.
Okay. I thought it was the small portrait, but...
That's a lovely portrait. Who is it of?
That is my late husband, Jonathan.
Thank you. Got a scoot.
To attend meetings of the Spectre Society with me, bless him. I tried to get him to...
Summer says we can get the baby as a sponsor. It's bound to be dead by now.
I'm
damn.
a good man. Everyone at the Society cared for him very much.
Thank you for your time, Mrs. Davis.
Oh, you're very welcome.
I'm off to,
I'll be going now, Mr.
I can't
Your
even...
dead husband's name.
Yeah, I just couldn't even find the right words for that one. I'm off to defame your husband's good name for no fucking reason whatsoever.
Oh, hello.
Yes. New sponsor.
I'd like to name a new sponsor.
Yes, of course. Who is your new sponsor?
Jonathan Davis? What is the lead singer of Korn doing here?
Jonathan Davis
Is
my sponsor.
Really?
It is.
You knew Jonathan?
Oh, that's funny.
He was such a kind man.
And she even did the metal
I
sign.
can feel his presence, and it's
Yeah,
incredibly of
she
you.
gets down to Korn.
Please come in, mister. I didn't catch your name.
Funny, that is my name.
Miles Fordham.
And I am Angela Maxwell.
Yeah, the jokes are getting weaker the longer we get into the stream.
Welcome.
We've peaked already.
May I offer you some refreshment?
How the hell did you do that? How did she teleport all the way to her couch?
You're very kind, but I'm afraid
Or do we
I'm
just
fine right now.
do we enter
Please let me know if you change
we
your
enter rooms very
Look
slowly.
at this place. It's like a candy
She
store.
she billowed across the room, and Miles was like, "Oh dear, I should wait until she goes."
What if the baby is inside the giraffe? What if the baby is the giraffe?
Could I ask you about some things,
Maybe.
Miss Maxwell?
Certainly.
Oh, should I have been looking around the room first? Probably should have.
No, not really.
Alright.
Not really.
Linda.
I spoke with Henrietta Davis, and she mentioned one of your other members, Linda Walker. Can you tell me anything about her?
Ah, Linda. Poor dear.
Poor
Of all our
dear.
members, she is the one I
Yes.
feel for the most.
Why am I being such a snot? I've just
She had a
met her.
tragic life, but I believe the Spectre Society has helped her greatly.
I doubt it.
Not only
Oh,
has
now I
she
remember
helped
why.
Henrietta,
Because she's
she's
full of
also
it.
dealt with her grief in a positive way. She has devoured my collection of books, educated herself on many.
Ate your books?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
She's become an expert on clairvoyance and metempsychosis.
Is
It's
medem-
always nice to know love can help those.
Is metempsychosis what happens if you eat books hoping that will
Yes,
somehow
keep on
absorb
talking
the
about once or
knowledge
twice a
into
week.
you? Yeah, what the hell is this?
I'm sorry, what was it you said? Madam Psy, what?
Metempsychosis, darling. It's a philosophical term which comes from ancient Greece.
Sure it
refers to
is.
The transmigration of
Did
the
you
soul.
model her on Marilyn Manson?
Is that anything like reincarnation?
No, I didn't model her on
Essentially,
Marilyn
yes.
Manson.
It's kind of got the sunken eyes and
Subject
the
over in the
long
bookcase,
cheeks
which can
and
tell you
the.
far more than I.
She looks like Beverly Crusher with a lot of eyeshadow.
Yeah, okay.
She's
I'll
actually
take that.
inspired by Ben's mother,
Oh god.
Chandler's
Oh.
who is actually she has her own psychic hotline.
Really?
She's very sweet, but she's also a psychic.
Okay.
Apparently.
I have many conflicting emotions right now.
That's fine. I probably shouldn't have said that in public, but whatever.
Well, no one watches these streams anyway, except for,
Oh.
except for 20 people.
Well, 20 people know the secret now.
Yeah. None of them know who Ben Chandler is. No.
That's true. No, that's.
Shit. What do I ask? Linda. Oh, we can just get the whole fucking life story here.
What can you tell me about Linda and Henrietta's friendship?
I'm
It's
gonna
so
need some water for
lovely
this.
To see them together at the meetings. They're practically inseparable. It's quite sweet. They often leave messages for each other in the guest room. When Linda found out that Henrietta was taking
I don't know
care
why
of
I'm
the
laughing
infant,
at the
she
pourings.
even gave her there for the child. I remember Linda lighting
Mainly because
up
it's a
with
drinking
excitement
sound.
when she asked
He
about
wasn't pouring.
She really loves children.
I will reiterate, as I said at the stream last night on Gemini's channel, it is not the sound of me toking a
Shall we,
bomb.
darling?
It is, in fact, a water bottle. With a very tiny little nozzle on it.
What's this tragic story about Linda?
I have the face cam on, you can see.
I probably shouldn't
Oh, yeah, right, of course.
Uh-oh. This is why we should pay attention to what Mr. Manson is saying. No, are you afraid the
No,
spirits...
we're trying to fail. It doesn't really matter.
Well, but if you fail this, we won't get the explosion, so you have to.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
forgot.
And
Go boom.
failing like really fast and really badly is really fast, right? Wait, I just said fast twice. Yeah. We did that save game so we can go back and just fail utterly and then continue on, right? And
Correct. Yes.
And that's quick. Okay, so.
Yeah. But if you fail this dialogue, you'll.
That's the worst time to cut out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, Francisco, you cut out.
Stereotypical horror movie cutout.
Yeah. The call is coming from inside the house. Okay, so.
Do not pick the option.
Did you just cut out on purpose?
Yes.
Oh, thank fucking Christ. Okay.
I did something for comedic effect and it failed.
Woohoo! Nah, you just scared the shit out of me. Okay, so since Francisco is unavailable at the moment, sadly,
oh dear.
What option do you think we should pick?
Available?
Oh, there you are. Oh, thank fucking Christ.
Wait, what?
Sorry, you just cut out.
Talking this whole time, and I've been like, what?
No,
Help! Hello?
We haven't heard you.
Yeah, sad. Oh, sorry.
No, I said, yeah. If you can utterly fail in the save game you have, but if you fail this conversation, then it locks you out of being able to access the path that will inevitably lead to the explosion. Mm-hmm. So you don't want to fail this one now.
No, I want to
pick option 2.
Okay. Thank you,
Miss Maxwell. I'm going to be frank.
You're welcome.
I'm investigating a kidnapping, and Mrs. Walker is a person.
Really dumb joke. Just hit me.
As much about her as possible to help me solve
Miss Maxwell,
the case.
I'm going to be frank. I've decided to make a name change.
If it will help.
Yeah.
Was married to a man named Tom.
It's almost as bad as the whole. We're doing everything we can, and stop calling me Shirley.
Revealed himself to be a terribly cruel man. When he gave himself over to the drink, he would fly into rages and beat both Linda and the boy.
Why am I laughing at that?
She came home to find both her son and husband.
Why am I laughing at this?
Domestic abuse, yay!
Jesus.
Murder, suicide, hilarious.
I think it was the phrase when he gave himself to the drink.
It really.
Like, holy shit! I've been drunk, but I've never given myself to it.
She's very dramatic.
Okay, what's Linda's address? Give it up.
Do you know Linda Walker's address?
I'm afraid not, darling. Linda has always been somewhat private, and that's not something I consider to be crucial information.
Okay.
Do you know any way I can find her?
You could always come back for our next meeting. It will be the first Thursday
No, I have to solve this case
Then we'll have completely
today.
lost track of Charles. There has to be another way of finding Linda.
Never mind, Charles. We're trying to find an explosion.
About the
You're good. You don't need to ask her about anything
I'm
else.
afraid I haven't heard anything about any kidnappings, darling. If you wish, I can commune
But
with
you
the
should.
spirits
You
and see
do
if I
want
can
to
help locate your missing person.
take a look at the guest book
That won't
before
be
you
necessary,
leave.
Miss Maxwell.
Right,
No,
I will.
Appreciate
I
that.
love this. This is like having a
Thank you for the information.
like a hint system. Like you call up a hit line, but the hit line just keeps talking to you.
That'll be 75 cents a minute, please. Ask for your parents' permission before calling.
There's quite a few members in this group.
Oh, look at that. That is literally all of Francisco's font library just smeared onto a single piece of graphic.
That's every single handwriting font I downloaded.
Okay. Hey, Thomas Gilbert. Is that a reference to another Gilbert we know?
No.
Just checking. Could have been Ron.
Yeah,
could have been.
Damn it. You beat me to it.
The meeting was wonderful, Cynthia. Anyone interested in a used spirit board, please let Thomas know. No. Please ask the spirits to cure my son's illness, Sophia. Well...
What do you mean, no? Did you just say no because you didn't feel like reading all of that? That's like the most important one.
Oh, okay. What? Anyone interested in a used spirit board, please let Thomas know, so we'll...
No, the one underneath. You just went right under and said, no! And then went...
All right.
It was because it was more than 3 lines. You were like, no, I can't be bothered to read this.
It was. Also, that is the most illegible font you could have picked.
Is it?
Well,
yeah, that's like that initial Agatha Knife font.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, that
I didn't play Agatha Knife, sorry.
Looking forward to having you over at the manor next week. Dramatic pause.
Now I think about it, there's actually some subtext for that possible interpretation, because there's a bit later where she's like, "Oh, it gets so lonely in the house at night." You'll hear it.
Come!
Anyway.
Around 8 p.m. and you can meet Charlie.
That's MEAT.
Yes, Henrietta.
I'll be going now.
May the spirits guide you to that which you seek.
So is Charlie the name of her steam-powered sex toy?
No, Charlie's the name of the baby.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, maybe she named one after the other. We can't be sure.
Oh, God.
Sit tight, Mrs.
I mean, he's so bouncy. He reminds me of it. A lot of it.
Oh, God. Oh, that is so awful.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to go in the
Hello
corner now.
again,
No,
Mr. Ford.
don't.
They both smell like never.
No. Oh. And I thought we'd peaked, but absolutely not.
Mrs. Davis, have you ever had Linda visit you?
Jesus.
Oh, no.
And would you care to explain your note to her?
I wish we had a face cam on Gemini right now.
Please, Mr. Fordham, I didn't mean to lie to you.
Oh, there she goes.
I get so lonely by myself in the house at night.
Not when you have Charlie around. The other one.
For tea and some company.
I
Yeah.
see. And when was the last time this happened?
Oh, man.
Nights ago. Please don't tell Mr. and Mrs.
Well, that happened.
Yep. That's the thing. I don't think we can recover from this.
To have me dismissed without a reference.
It puts the bounce back in my step and my
Very much
knickers.
like to speak with Mrs. Walker. Do you have any idea where I can find her?
And no, I didn't know there was a 19th
She works as a
century
seamstress
actress named
at a
Henrietta
shop in
Davis.
Lyon, but I don't know the name. I'm sorry, I can't.
How the fuck do you know that, Focabra?
Cabra is a learned man.
Thank you for your time, Mrs. Davis.
Most of the names in this game I either got by using the Victorian name generator or by looking in my spam email
I'll be
and
going
just
now, Mrs.
taking
Davis.
random names and mix and matching them.
That's not bad. Actually, naming characters is one of the hardest things, I think.
It is, really.
Because usually I just default to, like, Sam or Tim or Dave or whatever the fuck. Like just really regular name, because I can't be fucked to come up with.
Tits.
Or Emerald Tits, but I didn't technically name her. That's a nickname. Okay, we're so close. She's been stealing your baby.
Tight, Mrs. Harris.
No, she's been stealing your baby.
I'll let you.
Okay, no one cares. Fine.
I love how they're just sitting in there reading, and Miles just randomly walks in. I don't have any more questions. Bye. Walks out.
Or just walks in and goes, "This is not my house," and then leaves. Shit, where do we go now? I'm playing fuck.
You could check your casebook and
I
see what
could.
your objectives are.
Actually, that is not a bad idea. Let's fucking do that. Clues: torn fabric. Linda Walker's tragic past. Both died recently as a result of murder-suicide. Husband was a drunk. Yes, that was the funny story she told. Linda tries to contact the spirit of her dead son, but it's really terrible at it. Track down Linda Walker. Well, the spirit guide darling there didn't want to give out the address.
What up to know?
I guess we'll have to ask. I mean, we're kind of running out of characters to annoy. Also,
Welcome back.
I mean, we've been going for nearly 2 hours now, and I really want to sort of wrap up the stream soon, but I want to see this fucking explosion.
You're talking to the wrong person.
Oh, cool. Well, then I am leaving. Good day,
Yeah, go ask Upton about the torn fabric.
Oh, duh. SS.
Can we talk?
Well, actually, no. I realized that after it was way too late, and I should have recorded more dialogue for it.
Wait,
SS could have been SS is not Spectre Society.
Oh.
It could. I should have had a thing where you ask Mrs. Davis and you're like, oh, does SS mean anything to you? And she could be like, oh, that's the Spectre Society, but they don't have it. Anyway.
Yeah, something like that.
It was an oversight on my part, but it's something different. Anyway.
I found this torn piece of fabric at the crime scene. It's got an
Or I
emblem
could have
with some
called
initials on it.
one of the two places.
I recognize
something
that
different.
emblem. It's from Solomon Stitching, a little tailor shop in Lyon. My ex-husband had
Is
several
the
jobs.
tailor going to spontaneously blow his shop up?
Remember where they're located?
I almost said spontaneously combust, but I actually know that is in the game, so I'm gonna wait for
in case 3. So
I'm gonna wait for that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So now you can go to Solomon Stitching
and stitch the fucker up.
Well, Mrs. Davis told you that Linda worked as a seamstress at a shop, and that's all she knows about her.
Ah, so she works here, yes.
Good day to you, sir. Welcome to Solomon Stitching. I'm Jonas Solomon. Please let me know if I can.
Damn,
help
look at
with
the beard on that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, his beard looks glued on. Yeah, rocking the fucking ZZ top. Hello, I'm going to slowly wander over to your counter and interrogate you harshly.
Yes, you're looking to replace that old coat. It looks like it's got quite a few stories it could tell me.
Ah, don't be dissing the coat.
Clearly knows what he's talking about.
Not today, I'm afraid. There's still a few more stories it has left to tell. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Questions? Very well, but if they aren't about tailoring, I don't know how much help I'll be.
Oh, I have so many. Jesus.
His beard has balls.
Yes, it does. I think he actually must keep his balls in his beard, from the looks of it. Linda.
By chance employ a seamstress named Linda Walker?
I do, yes.
Is she here?
No, she has the day off today, but she'll be in tomorrow.
Would it be possible to have her address?
Begging your pardon, but why should I give it to you?
Well, I'm an investigator.
With the beard balls.
we'll just grab them and squeeze them slightly. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. She's my sister, we've lost touch. He's gonna see straight through that. I'm a private investigator. Her son and mine were schoolmates.
That's a little flimsy, I would have said.
It's touchy, and
don't know.
I'm gonna fuck this one up, but okay. I'm going to wager that this one actually does something because it's ballsy, much like the man's beard. It's ballsy, but it actually might pay off because, oh my god, the sentimentality. So, without actually being able to save here, I'm gonna have to ask the man who actually wrote the game, Francisco, is this the wrong choice?
Well, if I told you, that wouldn't be any fun, would it?
Ah, but then I'd have to restore an old save game and come right back.
Well, I'll tell you this, you can't screw up with this guy.
Okay, cool.
Huh.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna...
That option only appears once you've learned about once Angela Maxwell tells you the tragic story about her son. So
her son.
Oh, you can actually get here before she tells you that story.
Yes.
I just found a book
Yes.
he lent my
Intriguing.
son, and I wanted to return it.
God, the
I've been
flowchart
trying to
for
track
this
it down
game
for
must have
ages,
been
and only found out
confusing
what
as
it
hell.
Oh,
a bit.
see, it was a terrible tragedy what happened with her boy and her husband. I know how private Mrs. Walker is, but I'm sure she would appreciate you returning her son's book. All right, she lives at 403 St. Agnes Street.
Cheerio, Miss Sophie.
You couldn't even bring yourself to trick people into thinking their shoelaces were untied? You've come a long way, Miles.
Yes, I am a master manipulator.
I'm taking my leave of you now, Mr. Solomon.
Very good.
Apologies if it seems like I'm just racing towards something, but I am.
It's fine. All right, you're at the explosion scene.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna save here. I'm actually gonna delete this because screw it. This is our.
That's your
come back
yeah.
to. Yeah. So here is explosion. All right. I didn't just save over that, did I?
No.
Oh, I didn't. I did. Okay. Cheers.
It would have. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Ooh, nice. A little love tree, and those are buttocks or a kidney. I'm not entirely sure.
Man,
Says here
you
that Linda
got
Walker
problems,
was in the
Trolls. I hate to see you take a Rorschach test.
Douglas Hemifia.
That's butts. Those are butts. No, those are butts.
That might be.
That's a dick.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
We haven't even gotten to the actual pixelated dick and butt in this game yet, so hold your horses.
Can I hold something else?
If you want. Just tell me when you're gonna do that so I won't be here.
You can hold Solomon's beard.
Who are you?
Yes!
Are you from the Steamworks?
Solomon's Beard, that's another album title.
Yeah, that's a good album title for Torn Fabric.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about whoever the hell?
Do you know Linda Walker?
Of course. She lives upstairs. Who's asking?
I'm Miles Fordham. I'm trying to find Linda so I can speak with her.
Well,
what's your business with her?
I'm afraid that's private.
Well, she's out right now. You'll have to come back another time if you want to visit
Oh,
her.
good. I can explode her house and she won't notice.
Yeah!
Why did you think I was from the Steamworks?
Because I contacted them a few days ago when my boiler broke, and nobody has come to repair it.
Oh,
yet.
we can make
I
it
should've
explode
known
ourselves!
better. Those fools always take their time.
Oh, well, it turns out I am a boiler repairman.
Meanwhile, I'm stuck in here with nothing but cold water. If I catch pneumonia and die, you'll know who to blame.
Sure, I've just met you, but, cool.
Have you got any idea when Mrs. Walker will be back?
Not for a few days. She told me she
Few
was going
days?
for a bit. Ah, that reminds me. She asked me to water her
I'll do
plants
it.
while she was gone. Just need to remember where I put the spare key.
Yes, please wander out loud, sir.
Did you say something about having a spare key to Mrs. Walker's apartment?
Sure, I'm her landlord. I look after the place.
You would think the landlord would have a master key.
Green thumb, that one.
Combo number 8. Vibrator repairman? No, boiler repairman.
Bob has a bit of a pain.
Vibrator repairman is what I do in my spare time. Well, I'm a private detective and I need the fucking key, mate.
I'm a private detective, and it's of the utmost importance that I get that key from you.
Right. Private detective. I don't have to do anything you say. You're not really the
no, but I can take you.
Nice try. But I'm not betraying Mrs. Walker's trust so easily.
He says that now, but I'm willing to bet he'd do it if it benefited him in some way.
Sorry to bother you, sir. I'll just be on my way.
Oh, okay. Didn't he say something about it was up the stairs, something or other?
Says here that Linda Walker is in the upstairs.
Her house is
apartment.
upstairs.
And some
Well, yeah, but also the spare key was upstairs, or something about he didn't want to walk up the stairs, these tiny little stairs. So...
Some people would call that humming and hissing the sound of progress. I'd call it annoying.
Honestly, this little animation of this little thing just spinning around here, it almost looks 3D rendered somehow. I like it.
It's not. What, those dogs?
Miles, what are you doing?
Oh, is that what that was?
You don't know the first
Yeah, that's
thing about
outside.
steam engine
I
repair.
thought it was the laugh of
Windows
demon
open.
Hard to work out?
No.
If you're serious about getting it fixed, I'd suggest looking for someone who knows about this sort of thing first.
No, I got it.
Nah, we're fine.
I got it. We got it. You can trust us. Let's
I saw it
open
on
this
TV,
one.
even though that doesn't exist yet. We're fine. I can
First,
do
we
it.
open these up, and we have a look at the water tank.
Connected to the flue.
Yeah.
They must
You wanna get all the dials on the red, right?
Tea kettle.
Yes, that is what we're aiming for. We need we need
red
a
is
lighter. The coal needs to burn that thing, and then more stuff
we
will
go.
happen.
Everything on
Just
fire.
turn up the starter valve. There you go. Just turn it some more. Just give it a little more pusher, and bang it with a wrench. Do we have a wrench? There we go. Everything's good. Can we turn on some more? There you go. More Bernie. Here we go.
More fire, always.
Can't have enough fire. I mean, tap this dial doesn't actually seem to be doing anything. God damn it.
There's valves up top.
Oh, there's more valves. Here we go. More valves. Well, lefty, loosey, righty, tighty, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Okay, so
We won't go any further in that direction.
Well, why did you give me the fucking option then?
Damn.
Seriously, Mr. Valve, I hate you. Okay, let's
We
just...
won't go any.
Well, we've turned it a lot. Just turn all of this shit. All of this shit.
I don't think it's actually doing anything.
It's not. Oh, you made a logic puzzle, Francisco.
I didn't make a logic puzzle.
It's a
But,
lot.
I mean, to be fair, you have a fire burning with a wide open door. All the heat is escaping through the giant glass door.
Also, you... apparently have logic on your side, which infuriates me.
For the record, Vince 12 helped me design this puzzle.
Well,
I think we need to close that door with the fire in it.
Oh, right. There we go.
But you also have to open the flue or it's going to explode. But I mean, that's kind of what you want, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that's what I'm trying to do.
Oh no! But you
this one up. There you go. Nope. That's less.
No,
good.
no. You want it like that. You want it like that. Just give it time. I mean, if you could have let it explode if you had just kept it with the flue closed the whole time. But
there we go. I fixed your shit.
You just fixed the boiler. You weren't supposed to fix the boiler. Oh wait, no, you didn't fix the boiler. Sorry.
Oh, thank fucking Christ. Yeah.
So close those two little small valves
before you've made any repairs.
Oh, I think it's gonna automatically.
Oh, it's gonna reset. Did it reset?
Sorry.
Oh, did the whole puzzle just reset? Oh, bugger. Okay, well, we know how to do this. Turn you on.
I mean, easiest way to do it is just close the door with the flue closed and wait, because that'll just make everything
we're here for
explode as well.
explosions anyway. There we go.
Yeah, so you don't want to actually solve this puzzle.
Nah. And the screen is shaking.
All right. Yeah, just wait until it shakes a whole bunch and then it'll explode.
Is everyone excited?
I'm sure the fact that we're standing right next to it won't matter.
Boom! Oh, it had a little mushroom cloud and everything.
Yep.
What the? My boiler! What have you done?
I fixed it, asshole.
Guys, you're one of those saboteurs, aren't you? One of those Redites.
No, I swear, I go on 4chan.
The police, you no-good troublemaking bastard.
Which is somehow worse.
Miles, best not to stick around here too long.
Yeah,
Alright, cool. That was the explosion. Alright, now you can reload your old game and fuck everything up.
Let's fuck everything up. Let's be really bad. Well,
time to fail miserably.
Let's fail miserably indeed. Let's see. Suspects.
Wait, didn't you? I think you deleted the game that you wanted because you saved it as insulty in front of the Spectre Society. So I think you might have to. I think you might. Oh, the police are coming.
He wasn't kidding when he said he's calling the police.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to go back and get the button and ask about the Spectre Society again.
All right.
I think.
Yeah. Yes. Hi. Just checking to see how you were. All right. Here we go. Never mind me. There's just a riot outside of Francisco's house right now.
That's odd.
His house is on fire. Don't mind him.
It's New York.
My house is on fire. That's a reference to a really old SNL sketch. Never mind.
We don't actually get that over here.
Again, Mr.
Yeah,
and I've never watched it.
Why a princess? We owe the spoiler police after you.
It was really old. I think there was like some California wildfires and celebrities' houses were burning. And they got Phil Hartman to play Charlton Heston, and he was like, "You've got to let me through! My house is on fire!" And then at the end, he finds the rebel in the ashes of his house. He finds his like Oscar or something. He's like, "No, damn you to hell!" It's like Planet of the Apes. It was pretty dumb. Anyway,
I'll be going now, Mrs. Davis.
well, during that interlude, covered up all the repeated stuff we had to do. So now it's time to go and insult Angela.
Oh, let's do that. I've been looking forward to this. Although I am technically insulting Ben Chandler's mom, and I feel terrible about that.
Yes.
I'm just gonna think of her as Magentia Moonbeam, and
sure,
that makes it all better.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to ask you some questions.
Hello, ma'am. My name's Miles Fordham, and I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Are you with the police?
No, I'm a private investigator.
I'm terribly sorry, darling, but I simply don't have the time right now.
Oh, but you do.
Come back next week. I'll be able to answer your questions then.
Will you be any less of a bitch in a week, then?
This is the Spectre Society, right? I'm interested in joining.
Good night, Lucy.
It is. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm going overtime as well here.
This is a bit different to most social clubs. We require a sponsor.
Sounds simple enough.
Well, you see, we ask that sponsors be people who have passed on into the spirit world.
That's a bunch of hooey, and you know it.
I will attempt communication beyond the ether. When they answer, you will be judged and considered for membership.
Well, you're joking, right?
You're joking, right?
Communing with the spirits is no joking matter, darling. I suggest you take it a bit more seriously if you truly want to join this club.
I really don't.
Do you have a sponsor or not?
I think you might be insane.
I think you might be insane.
I am not, but if you think I am, then perhaps the Spectre Society is not for you. Good afternoon, sir.
No, you have a good afternoon.
Most ideal approach for them. Try and be a bit more tactful next time, would you? If you keep up like this, we'll never find the flower shop burglar.
Oh, yes. One-track mind.
Seriously, you really need to improve your social skills.
Get bent.
The soporific withdrawal is kicking in faster than I thought.
That's quite enough, Bill.
No, really, I'm saying this as your friend.
Oh my god.
Maybe if you just stopped talking for more than a second, I'd be able to concentrate better.
Damn.
Now you're blaming me?
I'm not in the mood for this right now. We still have a case to solve.
Fine. Don't think for a moment that we're done with this conversation. Well, I think you blew it, Miles. All your leads are closed off.
Yeah.
Bad news.
Yeah, we failed.
We suck. We suck.
Woohoo!
I like how this actually, I mean, there's a big old argument inside of his head and he's just yelling at someone's front door the entire time.
Go on, I'm listening.
Immediately after calling them insane.
Well, might as well.
Irony.
Yeah, might as well wrap up the case. I know this was a priority and everything, but turns out I suck.
I'm ready to wrap this case up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Kids is
who's
good
your
as
prime
dead.
suspect?
No one. It is unsolvable.
I'm at a loss. I can't figure out who took the child.
That's a damn
Turns out the
shame.
kid ran away from home.
I thought for sure you'd
Yeah.
crack it.
But I'm pretty sure everyone's banging the nanny.
Left off. Unfortunately, this means I can't give you any compensation for your work.
It's okay, I got drugs.
Taking it anyway. I just wish I knew what happened.
It's all right, Fordham. Sometimes even the best detectives
Oh,
have
she's
a
so
bad day.
nice to us.
For now,
She really
go
shouldn't
with your
be.
wife. I'm sure I'll have something else for you to look into fairly soon.
We're gonna make you regret ever hiring us.
Addie, are you home?
No, I'm leaving you. Bye.
Still at her appointment, it would seem. You know, Miles, I have
Thought
to
the
say...
appointment was here at the house.
I assume it's not because of my performance on this case.
Nope, you're quite right about that. It's because you actually listened.
To who?
So does this mean you'll keep quiet until morning?
I said I was proud of you. I didn't say you were getting a reprieve.
Hey,
I need to figure out how
we're
I'm
still
going to sleep through the
not,
night without the soporific.
you know, friends
Don't worry about
yet.
that too much, Miles. You can sleep when you're dead.
You don't ever seem to.
That's because I slept quite enough when I was alive.
In any case, I need to clear my head. The best way to do that after a case was always going for a drink at the Angel.
So I'm gonna do that.
But you haven't been there since...
Well, I gave up one drug. I'm gonna go get myself
Back into
really drunk now.
help.
Exactly. We said we'd give up the
It
drug.
would be nice to see old Patrick
Didn't
again
say
at
we'd
the
give
very
up drinking.
least.
Absolutely
And it's
not.
settled. A drink or two at the Angel, for old time's sake.
Maybe I can drink you out of my bladder. Which is where he resides, by the way. This is common knowledge among even
I
the
have to say, it's been a real pleasure having you back, Miles.
finest psychics.
I was worried about you.
I appreciate your concern, Patrick. The past few months have been a bit rough, but it's good to be back in familiar territory.
And then Texas Lament from the
Miles,
Pandora Directive plays.
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
Well, it may be none of my business, and you can feel free to tell me to stuff it.
Okay, stuff it.
Enough with the preamble.
Actually,
Just
is this the same voice actor?
I know you
No.
quit the force,
Oh.
but why are you still working as a private investigator? Why not leave all that detecting stuff behind?
Because we got a voice in our head that won't shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I'll go insane if I don't. Actually, we're kind of going insane as we do. Well, Gemini. You know what I'm pointing at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we did set the mandate that we're failing at everything in this stream, so go for it.
You're right, Patrick. It isn't any of your business. So stuff it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm gonna spit in your whiskey from now on.
Wanting another drink?
I'm not sure. I've already had 2. I should probably be getting...
And then he passes out.
Patrick, do you hear something?
Yes, the sound of you being a
No
dick.
one else? I don't hear anything.
Neither do I. Another gin, if you please.
Oh,
That was excellent, Francisco. Nice reveal.
I like that. I like that line, actually.
Yeah, that was good. White Rain says, Miles has a wife, he's not some eternally single loser. Not for fucking long!
Hopefully Addie won't hear me come in.
Oh, you know what? We are definitely...
This would probably be a good place to...
Yeah, we're gonna end it here.
Bookmark.
Drunk off les as. Yeah, that is how we do. Now, I'm sorry for going a bit over time. I'm especially sorry to Francisco, who decided to, shirk his responsibilities and stay.
Trader Joe's is open until 9 anyway.
Trader Joe's. Now,
it means I haven't been able to. Never mind. I'm not going to say that on the air.
Oh, but please say Trader Joe's in the Floridan accent.
That's all right. Trader Joe's will be open till 9.
It just reminds me of that guy.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
It's just
Trader Joe's is what you're gonna get. I don't know.
It just super reminds me of the Gator Golf guy from Sam & Max Hit the Road. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
One of the Gators must have got to it. That's as close as I'm gonna get.
I don't even remember any of the lines of that guy. Anyway, finish your stream. We'll talk about this later.
Yes. Well, big thanks to Francisco. Big thanks to Gemini for sticking around for the stream, and of course, big thanks to everyone in the chat for sticking through this. It's probably my most sophomoric stream I've done in a while. The last episode was no better, actually, but yeah, we're plumbing new depths. But that is, of course, because we suck at this. Yep. Intentionally. Probably would suck anyway if we were trying to do it right, but still, I do tremendously suck at it. The music swells as I suck. I'm gonna quit the game now. It's just getting a bit ironic. Yes. So, anyway, if you for some reason you feel like supporting this horseshit, please go to patreon.com/SpaceQuestHistorian. If you throw $1 a month, or more, if you're weird, you get access to the special secret channels in the SQH Discord, which is... actually, I have a link somewhere. Anyway, this is what Gemini and Grundislav have been using to chat during this stream. And if I can remember how to actually... There we go. There's an invite to the SQH Discord. It won't show you the secret channels, but anyway. Can anyone tell my brain is turning to mush right now? So, I guess if you guys have any parting words...
Nope.
If you like what you see and want to play the game for yourself and actually get through the cases and solve your own things and see all the different things that you can accuse and mess up, buy the game if you haven't already. It's available on Windows, Mac, and Linux on Steam, GOG, and Humble, and lots of other places. Only $14.99. Please go buy it. I need money to eat and live and make more games.
He needs money for Trader Joe's.
I do. Thank you.
Yes. Please buy Francisco's game, and don't suck at it as hard as I do. So, I guess that is really it. Look for the next Yar video, where we will be riffing on the weirdest inventory items we've ever seen in an adventure game. So that means Francisco's game is disqualified, because there is no inventory.
And also, I think it came out after we recorded all our segments anyway.
It actually did, yeah. This has been in the works for quite some time, because not only do I suck at games, I'm also lazy. And look for a very special guest voice performer in tomorrow's video. Kind of excited about that one. It's weird. So anyway.
Yes. Oh, I know that
one. I'll show you after the stream, Gonzalez. Why did I just refer you by your last name?
I don't know, Plymert.
Okay, well,
anyway.
I take care, everyone, and I will see you around the Chrono stream.